Welcome to round 2 of MSS eSports Championship 2022. My name is Zachary Moselle, and with me today is none other than Brian Chua.
Hello, I'm back.
You know, what a first round we had. Now, before we talk more about today's circuit, let's talk about round 1. Now, round 1 was exciting, wasn't it? I could still feel the adrenaline rush. It was a tango between Ethan Yeo and Mohammad Jismas Vilton, each taking pole in race 1 and race 2 respectively. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I feel that Ethan had a very good start in race 1. He was leading by miles ahead. We will see in the results later. He was leading miles ahead, in race 1, and it was a very dominant victory for him in race 1. But when he came to race 2, which is a longer race, we saw Jin just right behind him all the way throughout that 40 minutes. Basically, the action was just on them most of the time. And finally, Jin got it. He finally made it through and passed Ethan at, I think, the third last lap of the race. So that was really something.
Yeah, he was really patient, trying to close the gap between him. So all of us was just thinking, oh dear, it's going to end up just like race 1. But that move he made was really good. So I really appreciated that. So let's take a look at the results of race 1. Okay. All right, so you have Ethan Yeo, who came up with the fastest lap time of 2 minutes 10.909 seconds, and followed by Jismas Vilton. Of course, Brian Leong wasn't that far away actually because they were competing with the rest. Yep. But like you were right to say that the competition on the set go, right? The two of them were really neck and neck.
Yeah, but you can see from these results, I mean, he was 16 seconds ahead. It was really far ahead. And of course, Jin had the fastest lap of a 2 minute 0.725. Apologies for that. So you can see that Jin was really pushing himself, but he couldn't get to the gap. I think he had one or two mistakes at the start, and that's it. But yeah, like I said, Ethan, 16 seconds.
Yep, so Ethan capitalized on that, and that was where we were thinking in the back of mind, will he do that the same race 2? But lesson learned from Jins was that he was playing very patient.
Yes.
Let's take a look at race 2, please. All right, race 2, there you have it. Jismas Vilton managed to overtake Ethan Yeo towards the last back, and he clocked in 2 minutes 11.809 seconds. But if you look, we see these two in this race this time round, because this circuit is slightly different. Yes. So they need to approach it in a different manner. Yeah. But as you can see, the rest are just as fast. So we know in the racing world, we don't write anyone off too early.
Yes.
Racing is unpredictable, and as much as you might think in the back of your mind that you're very seasoned, you're familiar with the track, but of course, whether it's weather, whether it's a technical issue, driver issue, whatever it is, we as hosts will try not to jinx it, as we always say, but at the end of the day, we will try to do as much as we can to support them. So may the best man win.
Indeed.
All right, let's take a look at the overall score. Of course, we have Ethan Yeo way in front, a total score of 45, and Jismas V, same thing, 45. So they are neck and neck. So this next round is also just as important. Yep. Now, will the other guys be able to do one better remains to be seen. So early on, we'll see how the qualifying, and we also talk about this circuit. We will talk much later that it is one of the shortest circuit around, but don't let that fool you, because you know what? Okay, it is one of the more dangerous and more technical track, I would like to say, which we'll speak more later on. Okay, we're going to go for a short commercial break. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and you're watching MSS eSports Championship Round 2 with Zachary and Brian. Now, for this round, we are going to visit Red Bull Ring. Now, this circuit has hosted the Austrian Grand Prix for 18 consecutive years, and from 1970 to 87. Now, it was later shortened, rebuilt, and renamed the A1 Ring. If I can pronounce it, it's the Eins Ring. Yes. Okay, and it hosted the Austrian Grand Prix again from 97 to the 2003. When Formula One outgrew the circuit, a plan was drawn up to extend the layout. Now, parts of the circuit, including the pits and main grandstand, were demolished, but construction work was stopped and the circuit remained unusable for several years before it was purchased and rebuilt. It was renamed the Red Bull Ring, and the track was reopened on the 15th of May 2011. Now, of course, Formula One returned to the circuit in 2014 season, and the Red Bull Ring also hosted a second F1 event named the Styrian Grand Prix between 2020 and 2021. So, Brian, would you do us the honor of taking us through one lap of the Red Bull Ring?
Sure. There we go. So this is coming towards the final corner before they go for a nice hot lap. Right, so nice exit down the main straight here. It's quite a long straight here, or the start-finish straight. So you pass the start-finish line. You want to brake just that much, just that little bit. Carry as much speed as you can through the first corner, because you want to carry good exit speed to go through this portion, because this portion is a very long straight and it's an uphill section. There's where the we'll talk about the elevation.
Yeah,
and you
that's
can see
right.
that it's actually going upwards. So because of that, you can actually brake that much later. All right, brake late, hit this apex here, and then put on the throttle again because
That's
you're
right.
going down another straight.
That's right.
Yeah, it's quite a number of straights actually.
I know, but it's a possibility for overtaking, right? Because if like cars going side by side in on this opportunity, yeah.
So here is one of the more famous corners. I mean,
know.
in F1 there were a couple of incidences here already. Even in this year. So this is one of the nice overtaking spots as well. Coming down here, just leg brake a bit, and then you can try to make the overtake happen. Here you want to brake in, tuck the car in nicely. You understeer a little bit, but you want to tuck it in nicely. Okay. Just go a little bit wide here. Next thing you know it, you have to tap the brakes again.
Oh dear.
Do a nice left, right-hander. But the next two sections are very fast, so there's not much overtaking here.
Okay.
Of course, unless you get a nice and clean exit out of this back
That's the problem. We have a lot of cars around there, right? Yep.
All right. So there you go. Brake late, hit the apex. You want to get a nice clean exit here because you want to be able to throttle out as quickly as you can. So yeah, a little bit oversteer there, but you want to throttle out so that you can get down to the finish line.
That's right.
So,
there you have it. Okay, it's interesting about this, right? Just for the viewers as well, that in this short track, you have like 13% of elevation, okay, as compared to the 9.4% downwards. So it's just like a roller coaster ride, okay, with massive opportunities for overtaking in the first two sectors. But like you said, there's a speed. Like braking for speed is very important. If you were to brake too late or too early, there's consequences. So don't let this circuit fool you, because like you said, originally if you take a little look back early on, this circuit was much wider. But because of financial reasons and whatnot, they decide to keep it this in a very small. But no, as it is, F1 has sanctioned it, so it's good for racing. Lots of excitement. A lot of people look forward to racing this, and I hope that the guys who are racing for today, okay, will find that same excitement as well. All right, we're going for a short commercial break. Now we'll be talking more about the Corvette C7R GTE when we come back. So don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching MSS eSports Championship 2022. Let's chat about the car, the Corvette C7R GTE. Now, the car, for our participants who are driving today and in round one, is the Corvette car based on the Chevrolet Corvette C7R. But it's a Grand Tour racing car built by Pratt & Miller and for Chevrolet as well in competition for endurance racing between 2014 and 2019. It was known that it was a replacement for the Corvette C6R. What do you know about the car?
What can I say? I mean, this is a very nice car to drive. Of course, there's a new model now. It's the C8R. Look at the headlights coming out, the door opening.
Beautiful.
Really nice. But definitely a nice car. I mean, I've driven this before. Not on the same platform as the participants today, but another platform. The car is actually quite a nice car to drive. There's a lot of grunt in it. I love the car quite a bit. The only thing that irked me, and I think it will irk quite a few of the participants, is the braking.
Okay.
Because this car doesn't have ABS.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Right, so it doesn't have that braking system to allow you to aid you in your braking and everything. So when you step on the brakes that hard, you have to just be careful not to lock up the tires. I have done that a lot of times, but yeah, this car is really nice to drive.
All right, so in terms of the difference between this car performance and handling as compared to, say, GT3 and GT4, what's the difference between these two?
So I think this is very much closer to the GT3, but this was actually built with the idea of doing endurance racing. So there's a little bit more aerodynamic stuff going on in the car. And it's actually faster than the GT3s. So it does better lap times than some of the GT3s. I also saw that if you bought the Ferrari 488 GT3, you could buy a conversion kit for I think another 300,000 euros to convert it to the GTE.
What?
Yeah, so if you have a lot of money stashed somewhere, you want to convert the car, go ahead. You know, Ferrari has that option.
It's okay, it's only 300k.
It's only 300k. But I mean, yeah. There you have it.
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, this other than that, you know, the GTE is just, the GT3 has your traction control. It has also the ABS and everything. You see, so that's the difference between both cars. But of course, if you ask me, I prefer driving the GTE than the GT3.
Ah, I see. Given an option, I know this will not be the color of your choice.
Well, yeah, we know what color I like, but this color was chosen because most of the Corvettes that we have seen in the past are in this yellow.
Okay.
Of course, we tried to make sure that the yellow was in a proper shade, otherwise it would mimic certain brand and livery out there. But of course, this yellow is the iconic color. And then of course with the red trimmings and everything, I think the car looks fantastic with all the sponsor logos and everything.
Yeah. That's something you could live with, just go ahead. And of course, in terms of performance and whatnot. Yeah. All right, we're going to go and check out on our participants. Let's have a look at our participants today. All right, so for our list of participants, who will be in and joining us as well? Let's see. Okay, here we have Muhammad Jane Masvilton, you got Gable Wee J Wee, Muhammad Hakimi, Pua Wei Xiang Vincent, Chia Shang Yao Jaden, you have Azrin Sholahin Putra bin Surani, and Dexter Gismondo Jr., Ethan Yeo, your Brian Leong Yi Chun, Halis Elisa, and also Woon Yi Fan Wilson. So all these guys are ready to go. I know, I can feel it. Spoke to some of them. I think they are really all psyching themselves because after witnessing the first round, right? And this is a make or break round. So whatever points you want at Master, you just get it.
Yes.
But just leave the two fastest guy in front.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I had a little sneak peek I think I saw certain people being quite fast too. So we shall see in the race later. But let's not. I mean, like you said, we are commentators. We are not the drivers. So I mean, we will see. I think we will see two new drivers today in Azrin and Halis. So there's two new to the grid. Well, we have 11 drivers, so let's see what they can do on this tiny little track.
Yes, of course. Well, Brian, I always want to ask you this question. I mean, we drive virtually, but have you driven on this circuit before?
Yes, I have. Okay, the size, because it took me a very long time to get familiar with this track, because that first corner that we saw earlier in the lap video, you really just need to dab the brakes, let go of the brakes, and then just throttle out. But most of the time, I don't do that. Most of the time, you see the car spinning.
I thought you want a 360 view.
Yeah, I think I wanted a 360 view. But yeah, this track has this has been something that I have raced on. I quite like it because it's nice, short. You know, it's very fast. But next thing you know it, the race is over.
Oh, we heard some bad news, Go. I think Wilson's won't be joining us today because he has CPU issue.
That's unfortunately that's part of sim racing.
Yep.
Your gear you're reliant on it. In real life, of course, it's just the car, your mechanics, your weather, and everything. But this, you're reliant on computer systems. So well, that's unfortunate. We will not see Wilson today.
We feel for you, Wilson.
Yep.
We'll hope to see you in round 3. All right, all the best. So of course, guys, come back to this. Like we said early on, by your standards as compared to the races as well, how difficult is this circuit?
I think you need to get into the rhythm of it. This track demands consistency out of you. You really need to be consistent lap by lap, lap after lap, lap after lap.
Okay.
You can't drop off, because once you start to drop off, anybody behind will catch up. Because this is a very fast flowing circuit, so any little mistakes that you make basically carries through with you to the entire end of the lap. And you only can make it up here where we are standing on the start finish straight, right? So this is really where you can make it up. And yeah, so most of the overtaking, like you mentioned earlier, is in the first 2 sectors. The first corner is one of the best overtaking sections, and the second corner will be a very nice overtaking section, and then turn 3. So up the hill, down the hill, those are nice places to overtake. So for some reason, those are just nice places to overtake.
Like I said, it's just like a roller coaster ride, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We are going for a very short commercial break, so don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Air, fuel, spark, the trinity of power. You need all 3 to bring your engine to life. Kenny and Norm knew that, which is why for over 50 years, the company that bears their name has been re-engineering what filtration can do. Engineered to protect against dirt and scientifically proven to provide up to 50% more airflow. K&N, 50 years of performance and innovation.
Welcome back, and you're watching MSS eSports Championship 2022 Round 2 with Zach and Brian. Now, August is going to be an adrenaline-filled time for all motoring and motorsport enthusiasts. Now, watch the gripping autocross competition, enjoy car exhibits of various categories, car clubs, meetups, plus much more to make sure you and your family are all wrapped up for the weekend of the 13th and 14th of August. Now, an inaugural national motoring event on JTC grounds. Now, this National Motorsports Festival is a showcase space for all motorsports enthusiasts to showcase its skills, enjoy the sport, and discover all things motoring in Singapore. An event for both hardcore motorsports fans and families to soak in the adrenaline-filled atmosphere, coming to you first time ever at JTC Ayer Rajah Crescent.
That's right. So highlights of the 2 days event feature an exciting autocross competition. Of course, your car demonstrations, your car club meetups, your car showcases of various categories like your classic cars to electric vehicles. Of course, sponsors and partners giveaways and exhibits are there to round up the motoring and motorsports experience. Right? So this is going to be something that everybody, if you're a car person, go for it.
Must
all right?
come.
Must go, must come. All right. So MSS welcomes all motorsport aspiring drivers to join us.
Yep.
It will be on the 13th of August.
Yep.
That will be an autocross practice session.
That's right.
All right. So it's a non-competitive area. It's open to public to participate.
So, come.
Yep. Just bring your own car and then go for it, right?
Yep.
And on the 14th, it's the Autocross Challenge. That's the competition event.
Yep.
All right. You need to have your MSS membership and competition license. All right. And the results in the open class will and can be used by MSS for
eligibility, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I heard.
exactly. So for future selection, all right, to represent Singapore, all right, at future international autocross or auto gymkhana events.
I know, all right. And that's not all, okay? There's lots happening as well. Now, of course, you'll be thinking that this year, the FIA Motorsports Games, where is it being held? Well, for not stalled, this year, the 2022 FIA Motorsport Games will take place at Circuit Paul Ricard, and the eSports component will be conducted on the Assetto Corsa Competition. The simulation was developed by Kuno's Simulazione. Now, the Motorsport Singapore will be holding the Singapore qualifiers for FIA Motorsport Games eSports on the 5th of August to the 22nd of August. The registration period will be between 25th of July till the 1st of August. And the other version will be 26th of August till the 12th of September. The registration will be from the 15th till the 22nd August 2022.
All right. So how to sign up, you might ask. All right. So you have to be a Singaporean or a PR with a valid Singapore passport.
We can join, actually.
Yeah, we can. We should.
We
Yeah, we should.
I
Yeah.
think.
Of course, we have to be 16 and above at the time of the qualifiers. I think we are.
Yeah.
Right. We are.
I'm 16, but it's okay.
Yeah, I'm 18, so it's fine. Yeah. So, and of course, if you are a MSS e-passport. eSports e-passports, my apologies, holder will be given priority during this selection.
Well, member does have its privileges.
Exactly.
Oh,
So if you are wondering what this is about, go sign up for it. All right. There is a nice QR code there for you to sign up for it. I think I've signed up for it. Have you signed up for it?
I have not.
Okay, yeah, you will
So
sign up for it
that's
after this, right?
all right.
So yeah. So sign up for it, right? And then you can actually have a chance to represent Singapore at an international stage. I think this is going to be exciting.
Really?
Of course, it's a World Motorsport Games, right? So you get to participate and race against everybody from around the world. So that's
right.
something that it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Don't miss. Like they say, 卖图了.
卖图了,
Something like
yes,
that. Yeah. Just whip out your mobile phone and capture it. All right, not now, but later on, or you go onto our webpage as well, you'll be able to see it. So don't wait, it's going to be really exciting. I can feel it as well. And of course, not forgetting, this the eSport Moto Games is really big. It will be held in Marseille in 2022. So you might think it's like, to me, I feel like the Olympics, right? Or something like that.
It's sort of like it's the Olympics but it's just purely motorsports. So this whole event, this World Motorsport Games, not just the esports component, everything it's about motorsports. You have your go-karts, you have your racing, you have your rally, everything, all right, will be held in Marseille.
That's right.
And Circuit Paul Ricard, which is going to be happening, the F1 race is happening this weekend. So that would be where the whole event will be held around. So if you want to go,
register here right now. We
Register,
stand
man.
here, we watch you. Just whip up your phone and take a screenshot. That's right, we want to see you there, all right? Okay, don't worry, if you're thinking, don't think, just think.
Just do it.
Just do it first.
Just do it.
All right, give yourself a shot. You'll never know if you don't try. So remember, join us, okay? And it is, what can I say? All right, once you're in, all right, when you get through the whole experience, I just have to say that, okay, don't take my word for it. Okay, when you get in there, when in that little race bit, okay, gets a little hold on you, you're not gonna give up that easily. Trust me.
Yeah,
I thought I was like, I don't think so, but I'm really sucked in.
Yes.
All right. So of course, you must understand that you need to sign up in order and an opportunity to represent Singapore in the FIA Motorsport Games 2022. All right. Don't go away. All right, the next session is about to start, but before that happens, here's a word from one of our sponsors. Welcome back. You're joining us in the MSS eSports Championship 2022. My name is Zachary and this is Brian. All right, there's lots happening. Now we're waiting for the guys. I think they're just going to get ready for the practice. But right now, I always want to ask you, I mean, it's different when you're racing live and as well on eSports. But one thing's for certain is the psyche, the mental preparation for the driver itself. I mean, some people don't actually put a lot of effort on but actually it does play a part.
Yes, it does. Actually, to be honest, if you're an esports athlete, you're still an athlete. Of course, the physical portion might not come into play. There is some physical component when you're driving in a sim, but mostly the mental thing has to come in together. As an athlete, you have to be prepared to accept failures, and even when you succeed, you have to humble yourself. But you can celebrate. I think you can always celebrate. But I think being in a real car and then in a sim, there's a lot of things you don't feel in a sim. You try to make that experience as close as possible to the real life, but it will never get there because it's. But one thing for certain, you sweat a lot in a sim as well.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
but also you must understand for our viewers right now, you must understand that some of the skills that you practice when you're doing sim training, right, you can take it together with real life racing as well. Now, for example, I mean, I believe some of the viewers back home are thinking, wow, it's really an opportunity to say represent Singapore in an e-sport racing, but I really don't know where to start. Maybe you would like to share us, say, for a newbie, says like myself, if I want to really get started in e-racing, what is the first thing I should do? I
think there are a lot of things. You obviously get the game, right?
Okay.
You want to get
lovely.
Right?
Yes.
You want to get the game. You can use the platform that the drivers are racing today, the Assetto Corsa platform. You can get it on PC because that platform. Let's use platform. Let's not use the word game, right? Let's use the word platform or the sim, right? Basically, that has a lot of different mods that you can download to play. You can drift in it. You can do a lot of nice long maps, right? So, but if you want to get started, I think Assetto Corsa is the way to go. And of course, if you have a budget for a wheel, of course you can go for either a Logitech G29923 or a Trustmaster T300. I think
this is the basic.
These are just the basic stuff,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think those are some stuff that you can get on and get started. I think that's the perfect way to start. And then once you are in it, then that's when the rabbit hole begins. Right? That's when the rabbit hole begins because that's where you want to upgrade stuff. You want to add this. You want to add. Right? So if later on when during the race you get to see some of the drivers in action, right? Some of them are sitting very comfortably. They're just like lying back. You get very many different things you can do to your rig. But
stop short of sleeping while competing, I suppose.
I think I've done that before. Because anyway, but so this is just something that you can do to get started. You don't need much. You just need a table. You need a chair. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, I was told that basically when you start, right, try not to rush. I think it's gradually repeating, like you can say that, or in the game, I'm not mistaken, in the game itself, there is one part where they actually have like a school, right?
So it's another platform that we're talking about. I think Assetto Corsa doesn't really have it.
Oh, I see.
Or rather, when I started, I just went straight racing last. So
born to race, huh?
No. I remember my first race back then. I was using a controller because I'm a student at that point in time. I had no money, right? So I used a controller, and I was constantly 5, 10, 20 laps behind everybody else. I was a hazard on track. But thankfully the people there were nice. They didn't tell me off. They were like, just keep going. And that's where I got started. That's where I got hooked. And then I'm like, I bought my wheel. I bought my first wheel. I've gone into my second wheel. I bought additional stuff for my wheel. Got a rig. It never stops. Yeah,
I think when you get hooked or get bitten by these e-sport bug, right, there's a tendency for you to just jump and try and get everything as well. Now, let me tell you, some of the equipments you're talking about are really pricey. But of course, it doesn't want you that if you buy expensive equipment, you'll be able to drive better straight away. The fundamentals is really, really important. So why we're talking about stressing is that when you get a game, you want to be familiar, or maybe you can go online, join the forum, get to know people who are really familiar with the game itself, get some pearls of wisdom from them, take your time. So you feel yourself, you're very comfortable, because once you're very comfortable, then you take the stress away. You know, no point sitting on like a stool, you know, with no backrest and try. I mean, for starters, well, we all did that as well.
Yeah.
But I think if you were to give it more time, you know, invest in your time. Get hooked up with people, you know, maybe try some local competitions, see where you fare. I think important thing is also to get a mentor. I mean, did you get a mentor when you started racing yourself?
I didn't exactly have a mentor. I had a few people giving me pointers here and there. I had people telling me, hey, you should be doing this, you should do that, you know, then that's where I got into it. I didn't really have a specific mentor, if you're asking, not really, but get yourself into a community, right? Join some races, get yourself familiar with them, and then people are nice. They'll give you pointers.
Yeah. I mean, when they give you pointers, don't take it as some kind of criticism. You know, sometimes it's good because I would say the shortest way to get really started is to go straight to the people who actually know about the game. All right, and of course, if you're not so sure, you can always go on our AES website, drop us a line or MSS and tell them, look, I'm new, where do I go? I think the people there are very nice. They'll gladly actually point you in the right direction. Yep. I remember I first started as well. Initially, it was very exciting, and then I started to get a bit bored because I was going over and over the same circuit. I think it was quite, I mean, when you ask me, say, well, I've been driving for years right now, and all of a sudden you tell me that I go onto a game and I've got to go to school to learn how to drive again. It was quite of a embarrassment for me. I was like, insult to my thing. But later on, I realized it wasn't that easy because at the kind of speeds that you're going, you need to be very clear on where your braking points are, the selection of tires, knowing where to position the car, you know, all these that you don't really pay attention to when you're driving on Singapore roads, because you know, if you drive like that on Singapore roads, you're in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, this whole MSS eSports Championship actually gives a lot of Singapore drivers an opportunity to do this. Like you said, there are a lot of things that you need to learn, you need to do. Your setups, your car, your tire choice, your fuel level, how much wing should you use, for example, where should you brake, what's the braking point, where are you going to be doing all this? Because I think earlier before the race, of course, they had a driver's briefing. The people asking these questions, you know, and everybody was very willing to share. Everybody was just, you should be doing. But yeah, so this is a very good opportunity if you have gotten to somewhere in racing, right? Just join round 3. I mean, there's round 3. There's one more round. Just join, come and have fun. So it's an experience to race. And once you start racing with people, that's also another level. You have to know, where do I put myself? Where do I position myself? You know, where can I put myself? Like you will see later on in the race, cars going side by side. Where should you be? Where should you know? So there's a lot of things that you get into, but you get it very quickly.
That's right. I mean, look at it in this way. Okay, it's in a way cheaper. In actual racing, of course, once the car goes off, that's it. You know, you got your team, your tires and whatnot, you know, bad weather or all hell will come down on you. But when you're doing esports, right, you just have to allocate a time, be disciplined. I know I've spoken to someone who's really good, and I was just wanted to like peek into their schedule for a week. And these guys are really putting in good times. You know, sometimes and what do is some people are worried that it'll be too noisy.
Yep.
You know, just plug your ears, sit one corner, an hour or two, practice a day, go through the fundamentals, be precise. And I think all that works out because it's got muscle memory as well.
Yes.
Sense, ability for you to memorize the track as well and whatnot. Because in those days, they were to do a lot of different ways to try to memorize the track, get used to it. And it's very expensive to go on a lap and practice as well.
Definitely.
You know? And you need to really book slots. But for sim, it's different. You have an opportunity. Put aside an hour or two on a weekly basis and you just practice. And of course, you have to be very open. You just don't have to take from just one person, but be very open and learn from all the people around you. Because from there, then you got a brain of yourself. You kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work as well. So it's really, really exciting. And these guys who are competing for today, they are no pushovers. They're like invested hours, and these guys are really good. And just to let you know that some of the drivers who started off at eSport have actually ended up in real car. and the performance is fantastic. Can you imagine the hours you spend memorizing, trying that? So when you actually get into a real car, the only thing that is new to you would be maybe the heat, the discomfort, the G-forces and whatnot. But in terms of your fundamentals and the knowing where to brake, when to brake, all that we've actually picked up during your sim periods.
Exactly. So you basically, whatever that goes from sim into the cockpit and in the actual car, it's all the physical stuff that comes in, right? You got to be fit, you got to be able to withstand G-forces, you got to be able to do all those things. But where you brake, where you're going to corner, every single track that you're going to, for example, even here at Red Bull Ring, right? Knowing at 100 meter you want to brake, in real life it's going to be the same place that you brake, right? You can even brake later, brake a bit earlier, but you're able to feel it there and then. You know, in fact, one of our participants has told, I think I remember talking to him before, he actually raced in real life. Actually, that's Wilson. You know, he mentioned to me that he has raced in real life before at another circuit, so he's done a lot of racing and all that. So it's, you know, he's coming to the sim. The only difference, like he said, and we have also mentioned, is just not being able to feel anything because everything is in your hands. You don't feel the vibration around. You don't feel the heat. You don't feel like you're wearing a suit, or you know, you don't get all those things. But well, it's esports.
I know.
It's something. It's for everybody. And then again, it's not for everybody, but yeah, it's for everybody.
I like the look on his face, like, for everybody. Yes, it's just quite true. It's something, some people like flying planes, some people ride motorbikes and cars. But look, it's just, I would say, a taster. Okay, you'll never know how good you can get if you give yourself a chance. So if you got a friend who has a system, you don't have to buy everything first. Or sometimes you can come down to places, like recommend places you can go down. In Singapore, there are always places where you can book a slot, you know, pay a bit of money, have experience, talk to the people there. That's the most important thing, you know, before making that leap of faith and say, you know, maybe this is it for me. But trust me, okay, from a person who didn't really like motorsports much earlier on, when you go into it, it kind of builds you. Okay, good and bad in both ways. Sometimes it really you want to get into it and really like fire it all up, and you're also stressed out. But you know what? It's going to be enjoyable. You'll appreciate it. It gets all the things quite exciting as well. So I want to basically think about how we can do all this as well. All right. So okay, we're going to go for a very short commercial break. So don't touch that dial. We will be right back.
Air, fuel, spark, the trinity of power. You need all three to bring your engine to life. Kenny and Norm knew that, which is why for over 50 years, the company that bears their name has been re-engineering what filtration can do. Engineered to protect against dirt and scientifically proven to provide up to 50% more airflow. K&N, 50 years of performance and innovation.
Hi, welcome back. Just join us. Welcome to the MSS eSports Championship 2022. This is Zach and Brian, and we are witnessing the practice.
There we go.
Mars Wilton.
There we go. So as just we mentioned, well, Mars Wilton has done a 1 minute 29.198. Jaden Chia 129.6. Hakimi is 129.7. Brian, I think that's Brian, 130.9. Ethan, 131.4. I think that's, yeah, it's a 131.4. Gabriel, 133.8. And so on and so forth.
All right, so we can see. I think it's just, I would say at this point in time, I think they're just getting used to the track because, like you say, it's not easy. Some points we see that when it starts to go slope down, that point it starts to build up a lot of speed. So the braking point will be very important because it's a possibility for you to do a sharp turn and skid off if you're at car side by side. that could be also lead to some issues.
Yep, exactly. I always love the camera angle when it's on the floor and the car going down. Because here you can see Gabriel, like I said, look at what kind of setup he has, you know. He's with his gloves, his hat and everything. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff. But yeah, okay, sorry, back to the track, you can see that there's a huge incline.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
So you can see that there's a huge incline going upwards, right? And here you can see it going back down.
Yep.
Right, so that's where your negative, what was it, 9%?
9%?
9% down,
Yep.
right? So there you see, oh sorry, this is turn.
The thing I noticed a lot of them is saying, because there's a lot of blind spot, and at the kind of speed they're going, you know, when you make a turn, right, you look at markers and that, but when going up the slope, right, you can't see. So at the kind of pace, you're keeping an eye, you don't want to knock the next racer, but at the same time, you need to look out for your braking point and whatnot. So all that is happening really, really fast, and you can't afford to make a mistake.
Exactly. So that's why this circuit is quite punishing in that sense, because it's so fast. If you miss a certain marker, you miss something, you just lose focus for that little bit. That's it. You lose time, and then you basically just lose out to a lot of people behind and in front. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that was close.
I think he tried to overtake the guy in front.
Yep.
I think there's Jaden in front. Just to get a clean lap, right? So we get the comment. Ciao, bro. Muhammad Hafiz.
Bin Azman Muhammad Hakimi Hafiz.
There we go. Oh no.
Look at Vincent Hua. Earlier on, he was so relaxed. I
Very
swear, he's so chilled back, relaxed back. Minus the G forces, right? Face don't move.
Yeah, but like we saw that he made a mistake. You know, he just went a little bit wide in the final corner, and then once he got on the gravel, that's it. So this circuit is punishing in that sense, right?
You
don't want to go
Muhammad
too wide.
Hakimi. Oh.
So there we go. Muhammad Hakimi.
Wow, where is Hakimi? He's got this like a whole big.
Yeah, he looks like he's nice. There's someone beside him to guide him through, I guess.
Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. Struggling, pushing, fighting.
There's Gabriel VJV.
Right, there
Here
you go,
Gabriel trying to and someone's trying to overtake. Got like a slipstream when you slow down around the corner. Yeah.
So you can see the incline. There you go.
Look at that.
Right, so up the hill. Of course, the DRS, there's no DRS on this car.
Exactly.
Right, but the DRS is for the F1 cars. It's
Yeah.
always there. You always see it there. That's the DRS sign. Oh, some car disappeared. Right behind Gabriel.
This is the one initially when I was introduced to sim racing and said, can the cars allowed to appear and disappear just like that?
Yeah, they can. Unfortunately,
or when they're
they can.
pitting, they can just go right through the
Yes,
ghost car.
they can.
Yeah, but
I mean, like you said, because it's online, right? One of the most critical factor here is your internet connection.
yes.
And well, if your internet connection is bad,
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, above 400 ping or something like that. I'm not very technical in that.
Well, of course, like what Zach was mentioning, is a ping to what your connection is to the server. I think for here the regulation states 200. So anything above 200, I think they will remove you from the server, because to be honest, actually above 200. You start to see the car flickering left and right, left and right. You don't get to see where the car is. You can't estimate. You can't do anything. You can't overtake. You can't.
It's not like a car with a cloaking device.
Oh man.
One moment I'm here, one moment I'm there.
Yeah. But I have had incidents where I had cars appear in my car. So basically, because they lag, there was a lag. There's a ping spike or whatever. The car in front just lagged into my car, and then we just.
Like two cars and one?
Yeah, two cars
scary.
and one. Yeah,
You're in
scary.
my seat!
Get
out of my head!
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, look, so Gabriel is, he looks like he's doing a decent job. It's a 133.1. It's a bit far from the leaders at the moment, about 4 seconds off. Right, but I think he's been putting, if I'm not wrong, I heard from him, this is actually this is his second race doing circuit racing.
Okay.
He is actually one of the, if I remember correctly, he's the Rally Star winner. So he's full on into rally, and he decided to put his hands, get himself into circuit racing. So
that's the beauty about it, right? I mean, the opportunity. I mean, you're not limited to just sticking to one style of racing. You'll never know how good you are until you try. So it's amazing that.
So there we have Vincent. Look at how comfortable he looks.
I know. I feel I'm going to fall asleep if I look at him.
Looks very comfortable. So he just went a bit wide there, so that's going to invalidate his lap.
Yeah.
Right. So again going wide, cutting the corner there. So he's going to invalidate that, but that.
I noticed that caution there is very important.
Yes.
Because it does that a lot. It can actually break your car, something like that.
You don't want to be on the
it.
sausage curb. Yeah, you don't want to bounce off the sausage curb. That's one thing that you don't want to do.
Okay.
Well, but unfortunately, it's there. Well, we have Paul.
Yeah, Paulinette says she's cheering for my husband. Enjoy the rest and have fun.
Then she tagged husband Dexter.
My wife don't say that to me. No, quite sad. I mean, she's never.
Why she's only
she's not very
you.
like she's
No, she's very like, oh, you playing game, is it? That's why you don't need to cheer. Play game.
Never cheer. But it's call me, text me. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm at home taking care of the children. I hope you're really enjoying yourself because right now, the kids spilled something here and there. I hope you're happy. Then that guilt starts to build on you. Say, okay, I don't want to race anymore.
We had another comment. Good luck, all drivers. Great commentators. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
flat out, guys. Okay, let's do it. All right, now we have also all the best to all drivers. Sit back and enjoy. I think that is one of the very, very good advice there. Just, I know the pressure is there. We learn to actually manage it as well. But the important thing for all our competitors is just enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an opportunity. Make full use of your time. We are here cheering you on. May the best man, or hopefully in the future, a woman win as well.
Yeah.
We can have more of these races. And if there's people who are takers, we're there for you. We'll organize more of these races as well. But as you know, this is the national one. This is the big one. We're looking for that 2 stars that will be representing us overseas. So if you just joined us, welcome to MSS eSports Championship 2022. This is the practice session. We're seeing some of the cars.
Qualifying session actually.
We
have gone into the qualifying session.
Now this is it.
This is it.
Chiong.
Yep. So they have 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all they have to finish.
It sounds like so pressure. No pressure. It's only 10 minutes.
And it's only 10 minutes to make that one perfect lap. There's no pressure at all.
And so happens this is one of the shortest lap around. It's not, 13% up, 9.2% down. A couple of speed braking, just don't break the car.
Just don't break the car.
Yep. Yes, Ethan Yo
there we go.
On our screen. Currently, he and Jismas Wilton are leading with 45 points apiece. So right now, they are going to try their very best to garner more points for this round itself. This is not a very simple track, but of course, we just saw some of them like over.
There we go.
There you have.
Mas Wilton just went, and that basically just invalidates his lap. Unfortunately, because he went off the track. He's not going to get a lap time in.
Yeah. So, from your experience, because I know that's the last turn before going to the long run. That point, the braking point is very important. I noticed that because I tried it myself, and as much as I try, as much as I do, sometimes it's very difficult. So how do you actually do it? I mean, it's really like just go for it, or is there a strategy for it?
There isn't really a strategy, but it's more of getting very familiar. A lot of muscle memory involved. You just want to know how much brake you want to use, when to lift off so that you can get your car to turn in, right? And then when to just put the foot down on the throttle and let the car go on to that long main straight. Of course, it's something that you have to practice. You really have to get used to it. You have to really just put yourself there, like you said, for 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. Just practice, right? And then just keep going.
Yeah, we have Jismas Wilton on the screen right now. A picture of pure focus.
Yep.
He's like in a trance,
Yeah.
Left, right, left, brake.
So,
yep. But it's not easy. This is a different level. In my generation, of course, when we had racing like that, it was just basically like arcade. Totally different. Now these are real stuff. I mean, the guys have an opportunity to fix their car up. The platform has gone all out in order to try to replicate the exact conditions and the terrain of the racetrack itself. So I've asked a lot of them who've competed in actual circuit, how close is it, and some of them look really realistic. I can just imagine if I'm racing with say virtual VR, it'd be a totally different experience, right?
Oh, I've done it before.
How is it actually?
Raced it. I've raced quite a bit with VR. Actually, it helps a lot because so you turn left, you can see basically the door next to you.
Okay.
Turn right, you can see the empty seat next to you. Of course, if you can get get a cockpit view, that'd be nice. But you can see things in the car. You can turn your head. You can see the mirrors. You can see everything in the car.
Not like you have your wife staring at you, right? Actually, she's not there.
I've been told by my family members that I look weird because I'm looking around, but they have no idea what I'm looking at. So like, I'm just
Some
looking
ski
around.
mask on, standing at one corner. What are you doing? It looks to me like you're trying to swat a fly. That's what I've told. When you put on VR, someone's gonna keep you in your boundary so you won't go hitting the floor or walk out the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite exciting.
We just missed the comment there. Good luck, guys, from Bernie Ronquillo.
Bernie.
So all the best to all of you guys. And of course, Ethan has really just set the fastest lap of a 128. Oh, he just set even faster, 128.3.
Yep.
So that's almost 6/10 up on Mark Ethan.
That's right. So
Right, Mark Ethan just passed the line as well, 128.9. Sorry to cut you off there.
No worries, no worries.
Hakimi at 129.1. And then very close behind it is, as I mentioned, Jaden. Jaden just gone 128.7. So the guys are really, really pushing. They're really pushing very hard. You hear the brakes.
Yep.
There you go. They're jumping back to the pits because they're going to be coming out again for another hot lap. Right? So really, really good job. So like I said, look, it's not going to be Mars Newton. It's not going to just be Ethan. Everybody is very close.
I know, but then the thing is, again, like anything is possible, and I think knowing the track away beforehand, I believe the guys have actually put in a lot of time in terms of trying to get a lot of practice in as well. And here we have Jaden Chia currently right now in his out lap. Currently in second position. He's clocked in 1 minute 28.737 seconds. So like what you said earlier on, anything is possible. So of course we see our top fly there, and Joshua says, "Good luck everyone, go go go." Is it like the go go dance? No, okay, this is my time, not your time. Yes, we have Mars Wilton in third position and Jaden's in second. So like you say, they're almost like a couple of seconds or tens of seconds away. So of course this is like a qualifying at the end when the competition. There's a lot of factors involved. It's a nice, in look at this is how it looks like. Oh my goodness, how dangerous it looks. But like you say, hard to see, isn't it? It's all so flat right now. So in the back of your mind is more reflex kind of driving yourself. But you really have to be very cool and calm in order to...
Look at how calm he's just tapping on the wheel. He's just being calm. I mean, that's what you want, right? You enjoy the process. You're just getting yourself into the focus. Right now is the final corner because you want to get this right to get as much.
Yes, you got to keep in there. He did it.
Oh no, he made a mistake.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. But that's gonna
recovery.
Cost him time.
Yeah, that's right.
Cost him a lot of time. But a very good recovery indeed. Well, he's still going for it.
Yep.
Oh, he's still going for it. All right.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that really cost him quite a bit of time. He just got a bit onto the grass. And that was it. Right. So he got on the grass. The car is the wheel is spinning. That's it. Unfortunately, that's his impossible.
This you have Brian Leong Yi Chun out lap, currently in 7th position, just joining the main circuit. He's going to go all out and clock a better time if possible. But like you said, our top two guys, 45 points apiece, currently in 1st and 3rd position. But Jaden, don't count them out. Jaden is currently in 2nd position, and in 4th position you got Hakimi as well. Now, of course, like you said, anything is possible. These guys are really, I would say, they are going to push beyond their limits. And and we all know that this circuit is not going to be very forgiving if you don't treat it with respect. Like this point here, I remember braking a bit too late. And
that was a bit too late.
Look at that.
That was a bit too late. So he missed the apex of that corner. That was a bit late. Sorry, back to you again.
No worries. And then Azrain Putra, who did that. Not too bad. So, okay, that should be cool. All right, Jaden Chia Xiao Yang. He too currently is in 3rd position because Mars Wilton did a better time of 1 minute 28.365 seconds. Look at that. He's just slightly behind, of 100th second behind Ethan Yeo. So these two guys are really, really gunning for it because they know they've amassed top points in round 1. So they're going to do the same thing for round 2 as well. And here you have Jaden trying to make that right-hand turn. Looks good, clean. Better than what he did earlier on. No oversteering.
Let's stay on him. Let's stay on Jaden. I think he's going to try and go faster because he's already very close. He's doing that's Mars Wilton, but he's almost 4/10 off, so he's very, very close indeed. Right. So now up the uphill section of turn 2, just going past turn 2, looks quite clean, looks quite nice. right, down this long straight before turn 3.
Yep.
Right, so it's not really a straight, but I like to call it a straight because it's pretty much it, right? Right, so this is downhill section. You want to brake just a little bit earlier because you don't want to out-brake yourself and then, well, go into the gravel marker.
Yeah, the little bit, all the chevron marking.
There you go. So very nice and clean. Going up to turn 4. Oh, just go. I think that's a bit too wide. I think that's going to invalidate his lap again. Well, but he looks quite clean so far. There we have it. Double brakes. Down. Ooh, there's nice fire coming from the car. Well, up into the third sector, going to the very too fast right-handers, right? So this is the first, right? You want to go wide there just to get a nice entry in. Okay. The car is bouncing a lot. Oh, just a little bit too wide there, unfortunately. And then down the last corner. You want to gain as much speed as you can, not too much on the sausage. And is he going to improve? I don't think he's going to improve. Yeah. But he can do one more lap because he has 6 seconds. He just crossed the line at, well, 6 seconds to go, so he can do another lap. And Jin Masvuton has gone fastest with a 128.240, faster than Ethan by a, well, 800 of a second.
Yep, around
and
there.
Ethan didn't improve. Ethan didn't improve, so they have both crossed the finish line, and we have Masvuton on pole.
Wow, I'm just waiting for the beginning of the stop. How fast you're gonna get, because it's 3 of them: Masvuton, Ethan Yeo, Jaden.
Yep, and it's only 4 tenths separating. No, actually less than 4 tenths separating the top
if
3.
If you talk about Hakimi, Vincent, Jaden, Ethan, look at their time. They're not far. It's gonna be a very, very tight
It's gonna be a very, so it's whoever will get the fastest
clean air in front.
Not really just clean air, but how fast are you with the throttle, and then when the lights go out and then
Chiong.
Yeah. So very well done to everybody. Of course we saw Masvuton on pole, we saw Ethan, so again, well, the top 2 guys.
Yeah.
Jaden unfortunately didn't improve. I think that would have been a very nice lap. He might have gone right up in the middle of them, or if not pole. But this is going to get exciting.
The first race is because it's like a very sprint race.
Yep.
And when the second race comes in, then maybe a bit of strategy comes into play and whatnot. Let's see how it goes.
We'll
but look at the timing; they're not far off.
They're not far off. I mean, the top 5 were all in the 28s, right? So that was a really, really good session for all of them. I think they have put in a lot of hours to get this track right. Like I said, this track is not easy. You really have to get yourself in there. You get to get focused. You don't want to go too wide. You don't want to go. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want
they're trying to try their very best, okay, not to make unforced errors.
Yeah.
But like you said, I have this gut feeling that it's going to be very, very close, because you see all of them during qualifying, their timing is rather close. And of course, you know that this track, if you're late on your braking area, is not very forgiving.
Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to the race and see what these guys got.
So if you're watching at home, watch out for the first corner at the race start. That's going to be, well, I hope it's not going to be chaotic for the drivers. But as a commentator, as a viewer, we want to see action.
Yes, I know.
So let me try and balance that. But I want to see action. No chaos maybe, but first corner will be a nice place to see some action happening, because it's a very short start from where they are to the first corner. So that's a very nice place to watch. So keep your eyes glued to the screen.
That's right. And remember, race 1 is 20 minutes. And after that, we're going to have another practice session. It's only 5 minutes. And then we have a qualifying for that red. So, all right, race 1 has actually started off. And we are coming right now. We have Ethan Yeo in front, followed by Masvuton and Jaden Vincent Phua. A lots are happening right now.
There you go, in turn 2. So both of them are just trading places.
I know.
Right? So Masvuton and Ethan. I think Masvuton didn't get a very good start, but now Ethan is back in front. You can look at Masvuton just tugging himself behind him, trying to get a slipstream down the hill, down the hill into turn 3. Right? So no late braking from him, just taking a look, but not near enough. But a locked up from Ethan, so that's going to give Masvuton a little bit of chance to get that much closer to Ethan Yeo in front of him. And of course, let's not discount Jaden Che. He's right behind the 2 of them, and it's only half a second behind. Right?
Yep.
So that is gonna be something that we want to continue to watch out for.
So maybe Jaden's going to play a setback, because he knows these 2 guys are at it. It's like a personal kind of vengeance thing. So I think Jaden's strategy is just to hold on back and see how the guys play for them before making his move.
Yep, exactly. I mean, of course, if they were to take each other out, if they were to take each other out, right? Then you basically Jaden can pounce on the opportunity to take first place, right? So 3 tenths separating the top 2 drivers. Look at them going into the first corner. Like I said, it's not really an overtaking opportunity, but turn 2, watch out for turn 2 there, because turn 2 is going to be a place where Masvidal can just break that much later because it's an uphill section.
That's right.
So gravity will do his job. He's already side by side. They are already side by side. Is Masvidal in front? Masvidal is in front, but Ethan is taking the inside line.
So maybe he's going to block him and getting that.
Right, so forcing Masvidal to go wide. Right, there you go. And Ethan took back the lead. So he just basically tuck himself on the inside, defend on the inside line so that he get the nice cleaner line, and then after that he just gets a good exit. There he goes.
You got sneaky Jaden back there.
Exactly.
He's trying to find a way. Hopefully these two guys go ding-dong back and he try come. Oh, I meant to outstep from the outside there. So you just joined us. Welcome to the MSS eSports Championship 2022. You're with Zachary and Brian. We are currently in race 1 with 17 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Currently in the lead is Ethan Yeo, followed by Masvidal and Jaden. And during the qualifying, we saw a couple of more or less half the field who are qualified almost in the 1 minute 28 second round. So right now, you just joined us. You're just starting into the action. These first 3 cars are not stepping off the foot anytime soon because they're really pushing it. And wow, look at that.
The car just went through.
I got hit by the car.
Yeah, but I mean, look, the 3 of them are just very closely together. I mean, 4 tenths separating each of them. The gap's about 4 tenths from each other. And Ethan is just doing a good job trying to keep the lead in front. And of course, as much as possible, Ethan don't want to make any more mistakes. But it looks like Masvidal has a good exit out of turn 1 again. So we might see the same action happening, repeating. So 2 tenths. There we go. Is he going to go down the inside? Is he going? No, he's not.
No, wait.
He's
Looks like a deja vu thing.
Yeah, it was almost a deja vu. But no, Masvidal decided to keep it. I think you're probably a bit too far away.
Yeah, but look at that. Jaden's swinging left and right just to have a better angle view between the front 2 cars.
Yep.
But he's keeping up close as well. Not into the slipstream. Someone locked up a little bit. Saw some of the smoke coming from the side of the tires of the back rear wheel. But for the rest as well, they're not that far off though.
Yep.
So there's no mostly a slim chance or opportunity for them making any mistakes right now, because they do make mistakes. That's not good as well.
Yep. Let's not discount Vincent Paul, who is behind. He's 1.3 seconds behind. But of course, 1 second, 1.3 is a bit far. But then again, if anything happens in the front 2, we might have might have 2 new winners.
And you have Hakimi also not that far away from Vincent. So I think they're just playing a look and see game, but not too long, because this is a short race for the first round. So anyone has the opportunity. 20 minutes left. Of course, on our clock right now it's 27 seconds left. So still early. We can see a couple of cars all trailing at the back, but it's a top 5 right now. They're not let loose. They're trying to close up the gap between. Of course, you know, and we expected this between Ethan and Masvidal.
Yep.
They're just going at it in as in hammer and tongs.
Yeah, so he just got into the slipstream. Now he's down on the left side, right? So he's well, of course, Ethan wants to defend the inside line, but of course, them fighting like that consistently and continuously gives Jaden a chance to pounce on to second place.
We've seen many of these races where the third placing guy always had this. One race, you had Alif Hamilton, who did something like that between the front 2 and he sneaked in. So yeah, this is a strategy itself, and we'll see how it plays as the race develops.
Yep, there we have it. So we are on board with Masvidal. Well, look at him. He's fully focused. He's just
I got my eye on you.
Yeah. He's just trying to get himself past Ethan. I think the race behind has kind of settled down quite a bit. But the top 3 guys, they're not letting loose. They're really going and gunning for it.
That's right. We have Jaden slightly back according to the rear view mirror. I can see there, but he's just keeping there. He knows he's being chased by Vincent Poir and Vincent Poir by Hakimi as well.
Yep.
Because they know any mistakes being made there is an opportunity for them to basically cover. So that'd be great.
Yep, there you go. So I think Masvidal is much better at the exit of turn 1. I don't know about this particular lap that we are following, but you know, it's always been Masvidal chasing. Look, he's getting a slipstream from it, but he's getting so much closer on this straight before turn 2.
It's like, it feels to me, because of the short lap, it doesn't give enough time to really close up to try to overtake.
Yeah, it doesn't. So you just got to be consistent with your lap times. Just got to put in good lap times. He has done a 1:29.363. That's not far from his qualifying, but of course now he has a heavier load of fuel, probably using a different compound of tires. So that's something different for him.
Well, Ethan Yeo has registered 1:29.270. Not as fast as the 1:28 he pulled in, but I think it's right now he's just using opportunity to warm up the tires, get used to it and whatnot. But it's also sneaky because they know they can't just let off because
they can't.
They have a lot of these competitors very close. Look at them, they're not far apart. Maybe, most of them between Mars Filton is like 4/10 of a second. And of course you have Jaden as well, all coming up close. So I think the guys are looking up towards this. They know it's an opportunity for them. If they play their cards right, they'll be able to hold on to their position. But the tricky bit in race 2 is a different scenario altogether. Whether the pit stop as well and whatnot. So they need to actually try to work around whatever problems that they face during the race.
So a little bird whispered in my ear for race 2 that they will not play with pit strategies. They want to go all the way for 40 minutes. So I've heard some of the drivers saying, they want to fuel up enough for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
They want to race because there's no mandatory pit stop this race.
Yeah, but remember it's what happened in round 1.
somebody pitted.
Yeah.
And, it obviously didn't help when they pitted because it takes time to pit, right? So they just have to choose a harder compound tires, go that much longer and make sure they have enough fuel because we saw people running out of fuel in race 1 last round.
I know. I think that was a lesson learned. It was quite embarrassing from their point of view. Yeah, but that's the thing. The decision you make, the risk, the consequences.
Indeed. So you can see that, Max Verstappen has dropped back a little bit. He's now about 8/10 off. Of course, Jaden has also dropped back to 1.6 seconds. But of course, Vincent is not dropping back. He's chasing Jaden with all that he can. He's now 6/10 of Jaden. So will we see a battle emerge for third position? That's also something to watch out for. Look at the conflict.
It seems to me like they are going into some kind of a rhythm right now.
Yep. So he's flashing. Why is he flashing?
I don't know.
Make way! Yeah, but of course now you can see Mas Witten just getting that much closer. He's now 2/10 off, very, very close up into the first corner. Right, so using the sausage curb there to help him to gain a little bit of traction, making sure that the car still stays on track. He's not getting closer to Ethan. He's getting closer to Ethan. He's getting closer. He's going to break it down inside.
This is the portion where he breaks here to be very careful.
Yep.
Well, we're just about to pass the halfway mark in the 20-minute race. So the guys know that there's not much time. They just have to keep at it and try not to make any errors in their race. Look at the look on Mas Wilton's face, so focused.
Yeah, he's just full focus because wherever he can capitalize on Ethan's mistakes, he's gonna get it, he's gonna do it, he's gonna catch up to Ethan and try and overtake. Because we saw that in race 2 last round.
That's right.
He waited so patiently behind Ethan for so many laps, over 37 minutes. That's a lot of time.
He got us all right up and thinking that okay, this is how the race is going to end, right? And of course he had to spring a trump card towards the end.
Exactly, and he overtook at a very, very odd corner through, I felt, but he did it, he made it work, and then he got first place for race 2. But will we see it here? I don't know. He's very patient about it. He looks very focused.
Yeah, we're just trying to find that moment to cut him on the right hand side. I just spoke too soon. I see he's trying to go for it. Can he make it on the side? Not much space around there. Yes, maybe he might. What a move!
Nice.
Whoa, oversteered a little bit.
Nice. That was a very clean move from both of them. They gave each other enough space. But of course, Ethan is coming back. Ethan had a nicer line, so he's a better exit. So he's coming back. Now they are side by side going into turn 2. Of course, Ethan is on the inside. He's gonna just get a better.
Oh, Ethan has done it.
Yep.
There we go. Ding-dong in between these two guys.
Yep. So I think Ethan outbreak himself. Ethan overtook. So there you go. So he overtook. Sorry, the cars are all the same color. So anyway, so there is look because of the fight. look at where Jaden is now.
Exactly.
He's 4 tenths behind.
Jaden is just playing his cards right now. He's just waiting. Oh wait, you two fools up there gonna do all the stuff. Hopefully you make a mistake and I'm gonna capitalize on
And
it.
here I was saying that he has slowed down a little bit. No, that's a lie. I'm sorry.
They're taking us for a ride.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, you just joined us. Welcome. This is the MSS eSports Championship 2022. You're with Zachary and Brian, and we are into the 8 minutes and 15 seconds of race 1. Currently in the lead is Ethan Yeo, followed by Mars Vilton and Jaden. But no, we just had a bit of drama early on when Mars Vilton overtook Ethan, but Ethan did the other and overtook him instead. So it's going to be a battle between these two. What can they do in the last 8 minutes?
A lot. I'm sorry. You left it there. You left it there. I had.
I left a cliffhanger for you.
Yeah, you left a cliffhanger. I just went in a lot. Yeah, but anyway. But I mean, of course, look. Masliton is just gonna keep himself there. He's just gonna keep.
Oh, he's gonna try it again on the outside, but no. Ethan has that extra edge in front of him.
Right. So Ethan, right there you go. They're side by side. Are they?
Yeah, I can see the side. Did they touch him? No, I don't think so. Very close. These guys are side by side. Now we know in the first sector and second sector the opportunity for the overtake. So they are just ding-donging back and forth. Can one of them overtake? We won't know. This guy, Ethan's going to capitalize on this turn.
Yep,
Yes.
Ethan break that much later, but
Oh, no! Ma!
Oh no!
Oh!
Was that a mistake? I can't
don't-
see if there was a mistake from
Back
Masliton.
too early, is that time? Or we only assume that. Oh my goodness, Mars Vilton has fallen back to 5th position. The guys have captain now. Jaden has taken the 2nd spot, versus by Vincent Duan and Hakimi as well. Yes, this is what we're saying.
See what I said? A lot. A lot. Really, a lot can happen. Well, Ethan is just gonna have a easier time now. He can breathe a little bit.
But don't speak too soon because you got Jaden and I said, oh,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no car in front of me. Let's go ahead.
Yep. I don't know whether Jaden tapped it. I don't know. It was really very tight.
It was very tight as
Yeah,
well.
it was very tight. It was very close. I'm not gonna point fingers.
I saw the disappointment on Mars Vilton's
Yeah.
face, you know.
But it felt like the disappointment made me feel like he actually made the mistake himself. So he
Well,
might have
you know,
locked up
see
and
how
then
it goes.
he
Yeah.
spun. But oh well, we'll see.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate for him. That's a P5.
Yep, but misfortune for someone is capitalizing opportunity for someone else. You got Vincent Duan currently in 3rd position, Jaden 2nd, and Ethan Yeo holding on to his lead. His nearest competitor kind of spun out just a couple moments ago and is currently in 5th position. We don't know exactly what happened, whether he was tapped or whatever it is. Well, we'll leave it to the stewards to deal with that. In the meantime, we're just focused on the race itself. Looking at the clock, it's 5 minutes 47 seconds left in race 1. Can Ethan Yeo hold on to it? Or will Jaden do a special on Ethan Yeo? But I don't think so. I saw him flashing his light. Who's that? Vincent telling Jaden, come on man, move up.
I'm here. Come on, let's catch Ethan. Let's take Ethan down.
My true liao! Is it the right way to say it? Okay.
Yep, awesome driving from Point. We agree. That's really awesome driving from all of them. Well, go Kuya Dex.
Oh, Kuya Dex, who's that? Oh, there's Joni Crab. It says, go Kuya Dex. It's referring to Dexter, I think.
Yes, I am pretty sure it refers to Dexter.
That's right.
I mean, Dexter's not doing too badly. He's in P9, just in front of Brian Leong and behind Gabriel Wee. So
Exactly.
it's not too bad for him. Not too bad race for him. I think he mentioned earlier also that it's also the first few time that he's actually driving racing.
So it's the experience altogether.
It's the
Frank, it's first time for everything.
It's the first time for everything. Because this is everybody at the front is fighting for the opportunity to represent Singapore at the APEC race.
Yes.
But for him, I think he's coming here to get the experience to race against people, and you know that's going to help. That's really going to help.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's good that you actually brought that up. Yeah, one way is the thing is to sometimes it's very difficult for you to find out exactly how good you are until you actually go for this kind of races. Then you pit yourself against with the professional or the how I call that, the pro-ams, you know, and you get a little rough gauge to know precisely how good you are and how much more you got to put in. You never know, you know, until you try. So don't miss out on that opportunity.
Well, it's sometimes you drive alone or you drive against AI, you think you're very fast. But then when you come into a race with everybody else, I mean,
Everyone else is faster.
Everybody else is faster. There's so many people.
That AI has cheated on me.
Yeah, the AI cheat my feeling. It sucks. But I mean, anyways. Yeah, so Well, Jaden is, still holding his cards. He's, about a second behind.
Yes, he's very consistent, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. So he's done a 129.1. Actually faster than Ethan, because Ethan just did a 129.254. So he is slowly, quietly catching up to Ethan. Like I said, must Ethan, really? No. Jaden might come up. You might even see Vincent coming up.
Yeah. And it's always the case, I've noticed the months of experience I've observed, that sometimes patience does pay off. Being at the right place at the right time. It's not like cursing anyone as well, but you want to be in that position when something does happen, you're able to capitalize on it, and that's all about racing. There was a little debate between drivers and saying, if you see an opportunity for you to squeeze in there, you do it. That's racing. You're gonna be kind and nice? No, I don't think so. Yeah, you might leave a space because of regulations, but at the end of the day, this is racing. The fastest bloke wins.
See, the question, that's the key word there, leave a space. The question is, how much space?
Exactly. Right? That was the space he left for him earlier on.
How much space? That's the question.
Balance on two wheels.
Yeah. But I think even, earlier, the race between Ethan and Masvi, I think that was quite clean from both of them.
Yep.
I think there was a lot of respect going into this race. Of course, them being at the tight for points.
Yep.
And of course, they are both trying to vie for that position at the top. That was really good racing from both of them.
It could be many things though, because when he was trying to control the car, Jaden could have accidentally tapped him. You won't know.
Jaden was very
there,
close
we won't
behind.
see it.
We wouldn't have seen it.
So we will leave that to the stewards, like we mentioned earlier on.
Look, Mas Vuton is basically catching up. He's going to go into 4th place. He's going to catch Hakimi ahead of him.
Yep.
So he's gotten 3 seconds out of the last 4 minutes. He's not going to get on the podium this time around, unfortunately, but he's going to get a 4th place finish at least, if there's no more mistakes.
There's points add on to his 45 points.
Yeah. So whatever he can try and make up for it, he will try and make up for it.
In race 2.
Yep, in race 2. So, he's fighting with he's fighting with Hakimi. So Hakimi took back the place again. So in P4. So
we see more drama now.
Yeah, we do see more drama. But of course, the focus is still on the top 2 drivers. Look at them. Look at the top 2 drivers.
Oh my goodness. Jaden has been so patient. Now he's going to try and make his move. I think I break.
You see, this is what I mean. Actually, Jaden has the pace. He made a mistake earlier in the qualifying, because I think he would have a very good lap in qualifying. Look, he's already a 10th faster. He's done a 129.074, while Ethan has only done a 129.257.
So it's a lot of difference though.
Yeah, that's a lot of difference.
Yeah.
So you can see that Jaden has the pace. Now towards the end, maybe he has a little bit more tyre life because he's not been fighting with people. And of course, Ethan has always been fighting with Mas Vuton at the very beginning of the race. So tyre life is something. But now look at Jaden. He's just trying to get himself as close as he can at every juncture to tell Ethan, look Ethan, I'm here, don't discount me, I'm right behind you.
Oh, look at that, he was just trying to make that zigzag move. And yeah, he will be the next person we will be looking out in race 2.
Yep.
But currently looking at it right now, we have like 16 seconds to go at the end of race 1. I think Ethan Yeo has sealed his spirit, but then don't don't write to the fat lady's things. Yeah.
Anything can happen in this last final moment.
So Jaden's just holding on.
We're only at turn 2 out of turn 9, so they still got like 7 more turns to go.
And this is supposed to be one of the shortest laps.
Yeah. There we go. We're on board now with Jaden. Braking a bit earlier, just so that he can get a better exit here. He's so close.
But Ethan is doing well to defend his position.
Exactly.
So whether would Jaden have that opportunity to overtake him remains to be seen.
Yep.
So, if you just join us, the leader is on the final lap right now. Race 1 is going to end pretty soon with most probably Ethan Yeo holds his card right.
Come on.
He's going to win, but we're also rooting for Jaden as well. No favoritism here, but we just want the excitement, of a dramatic ending.
He will be a new winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So Jaden, if he's on the top step of the podium, he'll be a new winner. But of course now, he's still going to try on the inside. No, he's too far away.
And Mas Vuton has overtaken Hakimi.
Yep. So there
he's
we have
currently
it.
in 4th position. So
there we have it. Ethan finishing in 1st place.
Well
followed
done.
by Jaden Chia and then Vincent Phua not too far behind.
What a race.
Of course, we said earlier, Mas Vuton is in P4, so he tried to salvage whatever he can.
Yep.
So P4 for him. Right, Hakimi in P5. Halis in P6. All right, Azrin in P7. Where's Azrin? Yep, Azrin coming around the final two right-handers. There we have it. So Azrin coming home in P7. All right, and then of course we have Gabriel up next in P8. There we go, flashing all the lights. Yep, race 1 is over. There you go. So Gabriel, so serious the face, look at Gabriel.
Yeah.
But now he's relaxed because, well, the race is over.
Yep.
Right, so coming home in P8, and of course then after that we have Dexter in P9. And I'm not forgetting, of course, Brian Leung in P10.
Dexter Gismondo Jr. has made it in. Well done, guys, for completing the race. What a race it was, really. And excitement, as we know, never to just cast our darts and tell us that, oh, it's all back. But really exciting right now, and I think kudos for Ethan for holding on. There was a big ding-donging between himself and just Masvilton, but then something happened at that crucial moment, and you have like Jaden, who was really up close, and he and Vincent took the advantage, and of course, congratulations to the guys as well. But look, Masvilton is not far behind, fourth position. He overtook, so...
I mean, he salvaged what he could. It's unfortunate that he had a spin towards the end of the race. That's going to affect his championship standings, but, well, he has one more race to go for this round and then next round to try and cover up for it. But with Ethan's lead there, he has to find a way to make sure that he is always in front of Ethan after that.
That's right. Yeah. So they're going to have another 5 minutes of practice, not too long because they already had one early on. Then we have the second race. The second race is 40 minutes, double the time. So there, I would say, slightly longer and more strategy involved. But we've seen the performance of Jaden and Vincent as well. So anything is possible, right? So don't write them off too early. I think right now in the back of Jis Masvilton's mind is that how best I can recover from this poor performance by his standard in race 1 and give it all he's got in race 2.
Well, he has another qualifying to try and get pole position. So that's going to give him an opportunity to try and start in front again. But yeah, I mean, he's going to try and see what he can do to salvage whatever he can. And it is going to be an exciting race too. I really cannot wait.
All right, now we're going to go for a commercial break. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back for race 2. Woo-ha!
Introducing the world's most versatile phone case. Be more productive and put information where you need it. Get directions out of harm's way. And even wirelessly charge on the go. Improve your game and bring the tunes on and off the course. Equip yourself with the tools you need because you have better things to hold on to. Ride in style with peace of mind. And be your best time. Go beyond protection at rockform.com.
Air, fuel, spark, the trinity of power. You need all three to bring your engine to life. Kenny and Norm knew that, which is why for over 50 years, the company that bears their name has been re-engineering what filtration can do. Engineered to protect against dirt and scientifically proven to provide up to 50% more airflow. K&N, 50 years of performance and innovation.
Welcome back. You're watching MSS eSports Championship 2022. You're watching it with Brian and Zach. All right, race 2. I like the way you do it. Lots happened. If you miss race 1, don't fret. There's race 2 coming up. Okay, there's 5-minute practice for the guys, but trust me, 40 minutes of high action coming up your way pretty soon. Wow, your feeling for race 1?
Well, race 1 was exciting because we got to see, again, Masvitan just being very patient behind Ethan. Of course, Ethan also not making any mistakes for Masvitan to actually pounce on opportunity. But both of them really driving very well. I think, to be honest, if you ask me, there was very, very clean racing from both of them. And the unfortunate spin from Masvitan at turn 3, I think, well, there could have been a lot of things going on there. Let's not speculate, right? So let's let the steward handle it. But of course, like we saw, even towards the end, Jaden was catching up to Ethan. So who knows? We saw Jaden basically at the back, just
I was telling you,
right?
Earlier on, right?
Yeah,
he was just playing his cards right.
Yeah.
Just keeping an eye on the front 2 guys, hoping they don't mess up or something like that. If they do, he'll be there to pounce on it, which actually happened.
Yeah. So I think race 1 would probably be a prelude to what will happen in race 2. That's what I feel might happen, but well, it's race. We won't know. Right?
But I know what's in the mind. Just a guess for Masvitan is I think he'll be looking in race 2 to get that edge at Ethan at the first few laps, because I think if he can get himself in that position, he'll be able to extend his lead, because by then he knows that he's going to close up a gap between him. But of course, we always observe since the previous round 1 as well, Ethan has this knack for getting ahead at that moment and really holding on to that position. So it's not easy. Even though you notice where that round in the first race when you had Masvitan overtaking him, you look at Ethan. He was planning way ahead, where he was like, "You want to overtake me? Go by me, because I'm going to overtake you later on."
Yep, exactly.
And he showed that in that calmness, in that execution. So race 2, I think is for the top 4. Any one of these games, you're looking at Jaden, you're looking at Vincent, you're looking at Masvitan, you're looking at Ethan, and these guys are going to make it quite exciting. But then again, fingers crossed that none of these incidents will happen, and there'll be more excitement coming up, and you can cheer more.
Oh, we're missing pom-poms.
Next round, most probably have pom-poms. Yeah, maybe pom-pom girls, boys.
Well, oh wells.
Oh well, we try. Maybe we'll come up with a pink wig or something like that with a red nose. I don't know. Maybe some nice ears and a little nose. That'll be interesting, do you think?
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. I think practice session has started. I think qualifying is starting really soon.
Yes.
Well, it's another qualifying session, which means it's another opportunity for the drivers to try and get that fastest lap again. Last round, we saw Ethan getting fastest lap for both.
Exactly.
Right. But of course, we saw in race 2 he lost out. But now in in round 2, race 1, right, we saw Masvitan on pole and then Ethan in second. But of course, we saw that Ethan has already overtaken Masvitan for the position at the very start of the race. So let's see what they can do here at qualifying.
Yeah, right now, because of earlier on, Masvitan is thinking in the back of his mind right now, is there a possibility he can get in front of the grid? Because he knows the moment he's in front, he's got that very slim opportunity to open up that gap between himself and Ethan. But we've seen Ethan's performance. He has been consistent, very calm, technically sound as well. So if you get behind him, it's not going to be very easy for you to overtake him unless he makes a mistake, which at this point in time we've seen is very rare. So the only way you can get around him is through qualifying and hopefully get a better chance. But he's still the fastest guy right now.
Well,
but don't rule out Jaden, don't rule out Vincent, because they've seen you. They can be pretty good at keeping with you, and all you have to do is just make one silly mistake and they get you there.
Yeah,
all right.
Like I said earlier, Jaden unfortunately didn't finish the lap in the first qualifying session. Had he done that, I think he would have been faster than both Mas and Ethan. So of course, if we are placing bets, are we?
Are we?
Not, right? We're not.
All right.
Probably not. But I think Jaden it's possible for Jaden to get the pole position this qualifying. And then, well, we'll see whether or not he can get it. If Ethan or Masvitan can get it for for race 2.
I see. For all those of you who are supporting our participants, just keep your taxes coming in. We love it. Give them all the support and loving. Okay, and tell them that we will be there for you. I'll be there. Okay, stop me.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so.
I was going to, then you just stop me. Yeah, there we go.
All right, this is MSS eSports Championship 2022. We are just waiting for race 2. Believe me, if you've seen race 1, race 2 will be really exciting. It makes you want to hop into the car and just go. And here we have Dexter Jasmando Jr. With Brian Leong clocking 1 minute 30.931 seconds. These guys are pounding in and trying to get the best time. So we got right now Putra with 1 minute 29.596 seconds, followed by Vincent Hua 1 minute 29.831 seconds.
Yep. So, well, it's qualifying session. We have 6 minutes to the end of qualifying. Everybody wants to get the best lap in. And of course, at this point in time, Azrin, it's on. Okay, we have now the tire choice that we're using.
Explain this S and SS super small.
Thank you to the admins there. They have done it for us. Well, SS basically means super soft tires. That's the softest compound tires. That also gives you the most grip. But
more grip, yep.
But it has the lowest lifespan. So you're not going to use that super soft on track for race. Not even for the 20-minute race because you just run out of tires, right? And of course, for Vincent and for Dexter, they're going with the soft tires. That gives them basically, if you're using the soft tires, you can go for the full 10 minutes of qualifying. But of course, you want to get your laps done in the second or third lap because towards the end your tires are probably going to drop off.
Okay.
Right, so you have SS and S. Of course, later on you might see some M and H. M just means mediums and H just hard tires.
Well, anyway, we know that for this race the weather is perfect.
It's clear skies.
So nothing to worry too much about.
Yep, there you go.
So here we have Mars Filton doing a 1:28.497. He's definitely trying his very best to overtake Ethan Yo at the front because he knows the only chance he has is from the onset of starting out and being right in front.
See, this is the thing here. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay.
Is it actually smart to take pole position here? I don't think so because you're starting on the left side, which basically means it's going to be a right first. The thin one is basically a right-hander. If you're on the outside, basically you have to be on the outside line of that if you don't get a good start.
I see.
So what we saw earlier in race 1 was probably the same thing because Ethan probably had a better start. He got the inside line to go out of turn 1. Because I think we saw both of them just side by side towards down the straight after turn 1. So does Masvitan really want that pole position?
Now you got me thinking. If I was Masvitan, what would I do?
I mean, of course, it's the pole position. You basically have the cleaner side. It's the racing line. You know, there's no marbles. Basically, the marbles, as in like not actual marbles, but like the rubber that comes off the tire when you are driving.
Not my time goalie, right?
No.
Okay, not that kind.
Yeah, not that kind of marbles. But yeah, I mean, it's the cleaner side, and of course, the inside is a bit dirty. But really, do you want to start on the left or the right?
So, the pole is open right now. Do you want to start on the left or on the right?
So should Masvitan take pole position?
Yes, should Masvitan take pole position? You decide for right. But I don't know whether he will follow you, but we'll see how it goes.
He probably wouldn't.
I know.
That's why I'm not there. No, it's okay. I enjoy commentary. I
know. That's right. For you, those of you just joined us, this is the qualifying, I'll say, for race number 2. And just keep your texts coming in support of your friends, the drivers. Earlier on, we had Dexter's wife who so passionately tell him, go, go, go. Just checking why my wife doesn't do that. But anyway,
I'm sure she does in other ways.
In other ways, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
but anyway, your friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, the friends from friends. Okay, just keep sending in your cheers. They'll get to it. We'll announce it online. We see it, but we're just really gonna hype all these up. These guys are in it. I won't say for the money, but for the prestige of being able to represent Singapore in the FIA race. I know it'll be like so exciting to be able to represent Singapore.
It's always nice to represent Singapore in one way.
Shed the tear or two when the national anthem. So, but anyway, for those, may the best guy win.
I think Ethan hurt me.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Just did
okay.
a 128.7 behind
Ooh,
Mas.
but check it out. Second, Jaden is 777 to his 707. All
There you
plate
have it.
numbers.
Yeah, there you have it. So Jaden, I mean, he's not too far off. Well, Mas just went faster with 1 minute 28.234.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the teenage. Never mind.
Yes, stop it. All right, your turn.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mas is doing a good job trying to get that pole position, and of course that will be 2 pole positions in a row for him this race. Provisionally, because this is not the end of qualifying yet.
That's right.
There's about 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a bit.
So there you go.
The vibration.
Yeah. I was waiting for Vincent because, well, he's finally appeared.
Yep,
He's now at
128.934.
Yeah. There you go. So the 3/4s are like very.
Yeah, they're clocking the 1 minute 28 thing. Look at that, so
Jaden
close.
went faster. Jaden went 128.
Jaden has gone faster than Ethan Yo. He's sending a signal right there. He's sending a signal right there.
I'm here.
I'm here. Don't count me out.
I might make mistakes in race 1 or quali 1, but quali 2 I'm not going to make the same
I don't
mistake.
think many are saying, check your rear view mirror.
Yeah.
I'm here.
No. Check the front of your windscreen. I'm in front of you.
Hey!
That's a
All right,
different
not too bad.
Yeah.
And here we have Vincent Poir, currently in 4th position, a clock time of 1 minute 28.934. Can he better that time? Because he's just behind Ethan Yo. And surprise, Jaden has also picked up to 2nd position, 1 minute 28.608 with Mars Wilton trying to prove and signaling a point that he wants this very badly with 128.016.
He just went faster again.
Yeah.
Will we see a 27?
Oh.
Will we? Oh no, but he doesn't have enough time anymore. Oh no.
Oh, can they?
Jaden and Ethan get that much faster?
I don't know, man. Anything is possible right now. He's going to go all the way. Oh, this is the tricky bit. Yeah, you break
you
it,
go.
start to turn.
Yeah, so he was
Look at
not
that.
really turning in. The car wasn't really turning in, but you just want to tuck the car in, then do a brake just to get the car in, and then go across the line.
Vincent Poir.
Vincent goes second.
Oh my
He is
goodness, look at the time.
second
1 minute
fastest.
28.355. Whoa, what did I say? Don't write it out. Vincent, look, that little small smile. You can afford
there
a
you
small
go.
little like that.
There you go. He's faster than both Jaden and Ethan.
Oh my goodness. This second race is really going to be exciting. I can hardly stand. Wait a
Will we
minute.
see
I am
Ethan?
standing.
Wait. We are seeing Ethan coming round the final 2
Yep.
corners. Right? Oh no, you went wide.
Oh, you
That's
went
not
wide.
gonna count. That's not
Yep.
gonna count.
Oh
Unfortunately,
my
that's not gonna count.
Whoa,
Yep.
good control.
Yeah, but I mean, he knew it's not gonna count anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why he's not gonna complete that lap. That was really unfortunate for him.
Yep.
Well, that means he's starting on the 2nd row, which means he's going to be starting behind other cars in front of him. Right? So there you can see Vincent and Azrin really starting to put the medium tires on, getting ready
Yes,
for the race.
they're ready. Oh my
Right,
goodness.
overtime is going into the race.
Yeah. If you just joined us, welcome. This is the MSS eSports Championship 2022. I'm Zach, he's Brian. We are just waiting for the second race. If you haven't joined the first race, you don't know what you're missing because it's all adrenaline rush. I can't stop me. You're going to stop me talking because I'm going to fire a gun with my mouth. I'm going to go into a little rap here right now. But no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. Yeah. Well, but a really good job from Mas Vuitton.
That's right.
Well, again, pole. And of course, a dark horse came
Aye.
in
Dark
Vincent
horse.
Poir. Really good job from him because he got into 2nd place. So starting on the 1st row beside Mas Vuitton. Of course,
right.
Here we go. We have about 46 second countdown to the drivers starting. Jaden going a bit different.
Yep.
I think he's going to be doing a pit stop because he's starting on soft tires.
Did he forget to change his tires? Oh, no.
I think he might have.
Yep.
He might have because
Yeah.
both Mas Vuitton, Vincent, they're all on medium. Even Ethan is on medium. Everybody else is medium except Brian, Gabriel, Dexter.
That's right. We are now currently waiting for the commencement of race
20
2.
seconds.
40 minutes.
20
All right. 18 seconds. Big money, big money. No, this is the wrong show. All right, so we are just waiting for it. Mars Wilton, Vincent Poir, Jaden, Ethan Yo. They are revving the engine. Are you ready? I'm ready.
6 lights.
Let's hold on to it.
1, 2,
Here are the red lights.
4, 5,
Are we going
6.
racing? We are about to kick start and we are off. Here we go. Woo! Mars Wilton, Vincent Poir over to get Mars Wilton. Ethan Yo as well, Jaden Poir. 2 cars are back there. I don't know if I know what they are. You don't have to tell me. They are racing right now. Clean start. Slight bump on the left-hand side right now. Vincent Poir right now. Mars Wilton is humming on 2 with with Vincent Poir in front. Ethan Yo, his test not so close. These guys are really confident. It's a clean start. Slight nudge here and there. My goodness, I'm losing my voice. How about you?
Well, I just let you went ahead. But I'm just going to say a very, very good start from Vincent.
Yeah.
He made the start, he just put himself in front of Masvitan even before the first corner. Right, so a poor exit from Masvitan there because Ethan is now side by side with him down the hill. Down this hilly section. Right? So Ethan, I think it's on the left-hand side. Is he on the right-hand side? Is he on the inside line?
Kita mesti pass Tochi on the left.
Yep, there you go. He's on the inside line. He's on the right-hand side rather.
Alright.
Got my left and right wrong.
But
sorry.
there you go. Vincent Poir is in the lead.
There you go.
How about that?
Well, basically all Vincent needs to hope for is that both Ethan and Masvitan just keep fighting each other. And then he's going to get a very nice lead ahead of everybody else.
Yep.
And then, well, he might have that first position. Might. But wait, let's not discount Jaden. Right? He is in 4th position now.
Yeah, 1/10 of a second behind Masvitan.
Yep, there you have it. So 2/10 behind Masvitan. Don't forget he's on a softer compound tyres, which means he might have to hit at the end of this 40, before the 40-minute ends. But look at the top 4, they're really creating a gap between themselves with the 5th place already.
That's right. I mean, if you just, it's amazing now these guys know exactly from what, because we are looking at like an upgrade version in terms of performance between Vincent
Someone went
and
off.
Jaden. Look at that.
Ashwin went off.
Oh no.
Ashwin went off. So Ashwin went off and dropped at the first corner. So that is a very treacherous corner, like I said. Make a mistake, that's it. And we have
Masvitan really eyeing there. Ethan has overtaken.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. 2 cars overtaken Masvitan. What happened? Ethan Yeo and Jaden overtaken Masvitan. They're currently 2nd and 3rd place, but Vincent Poir still holding on to his lead.
There you
He's
have
like
it.
4 cars in front. What's happening, man?
Look at Jaden just basically tugging himself behind. Tried to do a switch back, but it didn't work because Ethan covered him off. Well, basically Jaden caught Masvitan sleeping, napping. He took that gamble, he went for it, and he overtook Masvitan. So really good job from Jaden.
Oh, Masvitan must be kicking himself right now, but what, who
Definitely.
cares? It's still early. 37 minutes and 19 seconds to go in race 2. It's still early. Things can happen, you and I know, but look at it. Don't blink your eye. It's Vincent Poir in 1st position, followed by Ethan Yeo, Jaden, and Masvitan. It's still early though.
Look, so now Ethan has a 1.1 second gap to Vincent now. So the more they are fighting, basically Vincent says, thank you very much. Thank you for giving me more time in front, and I'm just going to take it. Look, 1.2 seconds, the 3 of them are going to be fighting behind. Right? So look, basically Jaden just trying to find the gap, trying to see, pick down the inside. Is he close enough? Nope, he's not close enough. He's going to just get a good exit here in turn 1 and then try to catch him down this straight.
Vincent has nothing in front of him right now. He is unbelievable in terms like I don't think he ever thought he would be in front.
Well, sometimes you never think you are, but you will be. Late braking from Ethan there. Look,
Yeah.
he just will defend on the inside. But a better exit from Jaden. So Jaden is now again side by side with Ethan Yeo.
Look at that, look at that. Hi, waving.
Yep. So if you're in VR, you can turn to the right and say hi,
Hi.
wave. But obviously the guy won't see you last. So,
Yeah.
it's virtual reality, right? So,
I know. So not too bad.
yep.
But it's still early, things can happen. The story is all fine, but they're really you've just joined us. Welcome to MSS eSports Championship 2022. We are running race number 2, and we have Vincent Poir in the 1st place, Ethan Yeo, Jaden, and Masvitan in 4th. Like I said earlier on, it's still early, things can happen, and we've seen it happen in race 1.
There we
But
go, there we go.
I think it's still early, but like you said, right now he's just trying to build that rhythm and get into the flow of it. But
Yep,
Vincent
Jaden
must be
is in.
thinking, hey, I'm around 9 laps. I think it's the opportunity for me to open up this gap.
I'm just gonna cut you off. Jaden just took Ethan at the second last corner.
Whoa!
So he kept on the inside, he had a better exit than Ethan. He kept himself on the inside and then he overtook Ethan. Very clean from these 2 drivers as well.
So
now
we're thinking going to be a bit of drama between these 2.
There's going to be a drama for sure. I mean, Ethan is not going to just give up, right? I mean, he's not going to be happy with 3rd place. He wants to be in front. He wants to beat Vincent. He wants to beat Jaden. He wants to be in front, right? But again, like I said, not forgetting, Jaden has a set of soft tires. So
he has to play his cards right? So he's using this opportunity in front to try and get that front.
Yep. So he has to try and see if he can get ahead of everybody else now, so that when he does pit for another set of tires, he has a little bit more gap to fight again with the others. Because again, like I said, this is a 40-minute race. You can play with pit strategy, you can choose not to play pit strategy, but Well, we'll see, because I have no idea what Jaden is doing. He's on the soft tires. I really have. Everybody else is on the mediums, right? The top four are on the mediums.
Brian as well is in
Yep.
soft tires. If you had Gabriel and
Yep.
Dexter in soft tires as well.
Yeah, but I mean, the top four, other than Jaden, they're all on mediums.
Ah,
So if they don't have to pit, basically Jaden might lose out because. Well,
I see where you're getting. Yep,
You
yeah,
get what
you're
I'm
right.
talking
You're
about.
right, babe. So it's now the important thing is whether when he will have to change his tires and how long the tires can actually hold on to.
Exactly. Because once they start to drop off, they start to lose grip, and you don't want to lose grip. Look, he's really catching up to Vincent now. He's really created a gap between himself and Ethan. That's how powerful the soft tires can be. Just a softer compound can make a lot of difference.
So I would say, like in terms of Jaden's strategy, is trying, if possible, to be right in front and open up a gap between himself to buy time. So when he does pit, all right, he will have that space for him to get back. But then again, it's a double-edged sword, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think if you ask me, even if he...
Oh, look at that! Sorry to cut you there. Something's happening around the race right now.
Now the inside.
Oh, look
He's
at that!
got Ethan napping, but he went wide himself. But it's Ethan. Ethan has taken
He
back the
wasted
position.
opportunity there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I was
You can
just...
see his face.
Oh man.
I don't want to be him right now.
Yeah, I don't want either.
Sorry to cut you there, Leon.
No,
but yeah,
worries.
I mean, it was all the things that are happening right now as we're watching as it goes. You just join us. Look at that.
Jaden is just rocking up his tires front right. That's not going to help because it's going to start to fall off. The tires are basically not going to have as much grip. But he needs to open a gap between, actually not between himself and Ethan and Masvutan. It's actually between himself and Brian. Because he's not going to get enough gap between the top three guys for him to pit and come up in front of them. He has to get himself...
Jaden has overtaken Vincent Poir, but Vincent Poir took it back again. There's a ding-donging between these two. Look at them. These guys are going all out.
So Jaden had the outside line, so he had to yield. But of course, Vincent went wide. Nope, nothing there, unfortunately. So Jaden made a little bit of mistakes coming into that final corner. So he had to let Vincent take back that first position.
That was a sign there.
Yep.
But like I say, the thing is that he's now pushing his car against Vincent really hard. And on soft tires, how much the degradation of the tire will be an issue later on.
Well, I don't know how much degradation will be, but it definitely is going to fall off much faster compared to Vincent, Ethan, and Masvutan. Because look at the top four, they 2 seconds cover everybody.
Yep.
2 seconds, right? Yeah, 2 seconds cover everybody. So they are very close. Look how close they are to each other. So when Jaden and Vincent are fighting, basically basically the reverse of earlier, right?
Yeah.
So Masvutan and Ethan basically get the opportunity to try and get a hit. But yeah, look, a big lockup at the back.
Ooh, I saw the smoke there.
Yeah, big lockup.
It's this locking up bit is very scary, isn't it? Oh, he's trying to really push himself, but he's on the out there. Nope.
Nope. So he's still on the outside, so he had to yield back the position to Vincent, or give him enough space to Vincent to take the inside.
Jaden's trying his best to try and squeeze in, but Vincent is doing really well right now. But can he? Oh, there's a slight nudge in front. I won't know. It's quite close though.
That was sneaky from Vincent. I mean, but well, he had the right to defend like that. But it's a little bit sneaky from Jaden as well, because he was just trying to go from the back, trying to cut from the left side. But nope. Vincent's like, nope. I see you there.
I'm worried because right now Jaden is really pushing the car as much. He's trying to squeeze him on the outside. Will he give it the space? Look at that. He's taking on the out.
So
and
late
on the
braking.
inside. Yes.
Yep, late braking from Jaden to take the lead. Really good driving from these two. I mean, Vincent was trying to cut away the slipstream, right? He was weaving, but Jaden got a hit.
That's what Vincent flashed to give it. Hey.
I think Vincent probably mapped one of the buttons on his wheel to
I see.
the flasher. That's why every time he does something on the straight, right, you see the lights flashing. I don't know whether he's doing it on purpose or not, but well, that's a bit distracting.
Oh, he looks very relaxed there.
Yeah, but he does look very relaxed.
Then I feel we could sit down, relax, and have a pina colada, and then just relax and do as much as we can.
But you can tell that Jaden's really pushing the car. He's going to be fighting and pushing. Ethan has closed the gap a bit to Vincent, and of course Masvutan again playing the patient game just right behind. Understeer from Vincent.
Oh, drivers, we need more speed. All the best.
Yes, that's my friends and I used to joke. We just need to download this thing called speed.exe.
And what does it do?
You know, you know what exe is, right? It's executionable. So when in doubt, take right. Really? When in doubt, take right?
Take right what? The right way? The right maneuver? The right choice?
Well, I mean, it's okay. To be fair, this is a clockwise circuit,
Yeah.
so most of the corners are right, anyways.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. So
It sounds like that little seagull go right.
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 Okay, no. Let's not.
If you just joined us, this is the MSS eSports Championship 2022. You're with me, Zachary and Brian. We are just passing the 29-minute in race 2. Currently in front is Jaden, followed by Vincent Poir.
Yep.
And Mars Bilton has overtaken Ethan Yeo for third place. But no, Ethan took back again. These
Yep.
guys are like swapping around. What are you doing?
So Masvidal is going to get a slightly better exit, you see, because he tried to do the switchback, but that didn't work out for him. So now he's still tucking himself behind Ethan. Whoop, trying to, basically telling him, nope, I'm going here, nope, I'm going there, but he wants to take the inside line, but he's just a bit too far away this time.
Yeah,
Big lockup. Big lockup basically allows Masvidal to catch up to him already.
Look at that. They're very close right now. Mars Bilton is really close. Look at that.
And while that's all happening, Jaden's opponents have a gap of 1.5 seconds.
Ow. But we know, I know 1.5 seconds is not very far.
Very far. Well, yeah, it's not very far, but we'll see. But basically, Ethan and Masvidal fighting just gives Vincent an opportunity to continue to get ahead. Like I told you.
Yep.
The more they fight, the more Vincent's like, thank you very much. I'm taking that position. That's mine. It's mine.
But Vincent is playing his waiting game right now. You know, Jaden might be thinking, okay, Jaden is on soft tires. He needs to fit.
Yep.
If I keep my distance between myself and him, it will be an
There
opportunity.
you go.
And here you
Masvidal tried to go
go.
on the inside. Nope. Just
Nope.
took a pick. Nope. Sorry to cut. But yeah, I thought he was going to take a pick on the inside.
India, Mars Bilton has 0.3 or 3/10 second behind that, and then Ethan Yeo as well. They're playing their cards right because it's still early, so not even the halfway mark as
exactly.
right now. 27 minutes and 29 seconds to go in this race. So lots of doing, and what he's trying to do.
Very late braking from Ethan just to
Look at
make sure
that.
you get the place back.
Oh,
but they touch.
what's happening?
Oh no, they touch.
Sometimes when we touch.
No, Zach. Why did I know that was coming?
Look at it.
There you go.
There, look at that. Don't touch me. Oh, say touch. Hey.
I don't know whether or not was it Masvidal because he went onto the sausage curb, so the car just pushed him a little bit wider.
Blame it on the sausage. Okay, anyway.
There we have it. and then Ethan was probably trying to cover him off, so he tried to turn right maybe, and then that incident happened. So that gives Brian.
Yeah, anyway, it's still early right now. So
Yeah,
guys,
it's still early.
Jaden is in front right now. We were followed by Vincent Poir, Ethan Yeo, and Mars Bilton. Will it stay this way? Will it change? Your guess is as good as mine. 26 minutes and 38 seconds have just passed. We're just 6 seconds shy of the midpoint. Now, whether or not they want to pit, it's up to them. Some of them will just want to take it all the way to the end. But those of them on soft tires, they will have to find an opportunity to pit.
Well, for all we know, the soft tire might work.
Eh?
I don't know. For all we know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Because maybe it's a short circuit. So
But
maybe,
I would think it wouldn't work because you get a lot of fast corners. You're trying to throw the car in. You're taking yourself there. The degradation might be a bit higher compared to the rest.
Now look, if this was Spa, then it would be a different story.
Yeah, Spa is a very long track. Indeed.
Yeah. But anyways, it's really crazy. Well, you've just joined us. Yes, lots of excitement happening right now. We are almost losing our boys, not really. We're seeing a lot of things happening here. It's a total flip side in terms of the comparison between race 1 and race 2. Because right now, if you look at it, don't blink. It's Jaden in front, followed by Vincent Poir, then Ethan Yeo and Mars Bilton.
It's
But
actually the
I said,
complete opposite. Yeah,
Yeah.
The two pairs, they're just in the opposite.
Exactly, they swap chase like today. Okay, you take your turn.
Now your turn. Now we have fun already. Now your turn.
And here we have Brian Byong Hee Chun, just behind Mars Bilton. Mars Bilton clocked 1 minute 32.628. Not fast as compared to the 128 they did earlier on. But you know, as they progress, you know, the tire gets degraded. Oh, what a speed was that! 360.
Oh no,
Vincent Poir. Was it Vincent?
Yeah, it's Vincent.
Oh my goodness! I spoke too soon.
Oh man.
Oh man, it's going to song that you spin me right round, baby.
Okay, no,
right
no.
round. Okay,
Yeah,
so all right, we have what? I was just talking about what happened to Vincent Poir. Oh my goodness.
Well, it looks like Vincent had probably touched the wall or something when he's coming down towards before the fast double right-handers. Look, he's quite a bit of damage to the front of his car. and well, he's been overtaken by Halis already.
But look at it, Brian Jun has actually climbed up to 4th position.
Yep.
So things happen. They have Halis as well.
Yep.
And Halis has overtaken Vincent Poir. I think Vincent has some damage there.
Yep, definitely for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely some damage there that's gonna
Oh, Vincent. But look at him, he's so laid back, says, okay, what to do? A bit, it's alright, no problem, come back round 3 again.
Well.
This is Iceman.
Yeah, he's the Iceman.
All cool, it's alright man, no problem. It's just a bum, I'll come back in race 3 again. Wait a minute, there's no race 3.
Good.
I'm cool.
Well, but as we were talking about Vincent, Masvidal has caught up to Ethan. The gap, of course, between Jaden and Ethan has gone up to 7.8 seconds.
Yep.
It's about there. But well, the key thing here is Masvidal has caught up. Masvidal has caught up after the incident they had together. They are now again, like someone used to say, hammer and tongs. Right? They're always together. Well, really good driving from both of them.
I know. If you just joined us, welcome. This is MSS eSports Championship 2022. Yeah, we are with Zachary and Brian, and yep, you can see we are just chatting away as much as we can because a lot's happening here. One moment you had Vincent Poir in front and we were like cheering, and next thing he spun around and all hell broke loose. And then there's a change right now in terms of positioning. Right now you got Jaden in first position, Ethan Yeo in second, Mars Bilton in third, and Brian in fourth, and Harris in fifth, and Vincent in sixth. So looking at time right now, 22 minutes and 54 seconds left.
Masvidal going
And
on the
Mars Bilton
inside.
is going to try and squeeze through.
Yep, he's on the inside.
There's a little bit more ahead.
Is it a better exit? Is it a better exit for Masvidal this time?
No, Ethan has still held on to it. Oh my goodness, it's crazy, man.
But this is the first time I've seen Masvidal go to the inside, if I'm not wrong. Like, it's always been Ethan trying to protect the inside line and then Masvidal on the outside, forcing him to go the long way around. But it's short.
But I guess most probably what happened, you're thinking, I always take that direction and never work. We're going to try here lah.
Yeah, that's also true. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. But yeah, I mean, well, you can see that while they are fighting, the gap between Ethan and Jaden has opened up even further. It's now 10 seconds. So I am roughly estimating the pit stop to be about 20-30 seconds. And if he can open the gap even further and hoping that these two continue to fight, well, then he might have a pit stop in hand. So, for you know, he might just have a free pit stop, and Masvidal has gone into P2. So that final penultimate corner, he managed to take down the inside line and has now gotten ahead of Ethan. But well, look at Ethan's car, it looks a bit banged up.
Yeah, I know, this is the thing, I think something happened right there. But these three cars are really trying to close up the gap between one another because it's still early, they know they just got to do it. Now, Jaden, the back in Jaden's mind right now, when do I pit? Or do I pit at all? It depends.
Yeah, do I pit at all? That's the most important question, right?
Yeah.
But well, if the tires work out for him, he can go all the way to the end. No problems. But of course, look, the tires make such a big difference here because look at Brian from out of nowhere.
Nowhere. Right? You're Australian. Out of nowhere. It's Brian.
Okay, Zach. Okay.
Sorry.
But I mean, look at him. He's right behind Ethan now.
That's right.
He's 3/10 behind Ethan. Come on. So soft tires are definitely working out. It's definitely better. Well, somebody just entered behind Brian.
Will you focus on the race? Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So there we
That's
go.
right. I mean, the things can happen right now, as you can see. But again, it's a gate. So right now, I think Jaden is just trying to keep that distance between himself and Mars Vilton. But not forgetting, is 9-10 seconds behind Mars Vilton is Ethan.
Yep.
So I don't know whether will Ethan do a Jaden. What did it happen? When something happened? Yeah, because Mars Vilton, hopefully fingers crossed, Mars Vilton doesn't have that same incident again.
Yeah, but look, Ethan is dropping off quite a bit. He has dropped off to about a second behind Mars Vilton now. So something probably is wrong with the car. I don't know. It looks like he's dropping off quite a bit. Let's see after this.
Whoa!
A little bit, show the car a bit too early.
Brian there, currently in 4th position.
Yeah, Vincent has dropped down to P7.
Yeah, I think he's only having some mechanical issues right now.
Gabriel is going to the
because
pits.
of the bad spin.
So hopefully take cue from Gabriel. I mean, he's on soft tires. He's going to the pit. Oh wow, we're just past halfway mark. It's about 19 minutes left. So Gabriel is in the pits, right?
Yep.
Well, patiently waiting for the car to be sorted out. But that might be an indication whether or not do they have to pit for soft tires.
Okay.
Right? So, well, look at Ethan's car. Really unfortunate for him.
Ethan. Oh, he's really...
Well, he's struggling quite a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, he's struggling definitely.
I don't think his car is as bad as Vincent though.
Nah, probably not. But look, the last lap time that he has done, I think that's the last lap time, it's a 1:30.837.
Yeah.
And Masvidal has done a 1:30.0.
Yeah.
So he's 8 tenths off. Something somewhere must have gone wrong for him. And of course, Brian with that little half, not so spin, but little scare there with the little oversteer, has also dropped back to about a second behind Ethan.
Well, you can look at it under now. You can see a clear view of the front part of his car.
Yep.
It's taken quite a beating though.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it's taken quite a beating. But of course, whoa, what's going on here? Okay, someone's probably trying to pit, or someone's trying to overtake. Vincent trying to overtake Hakimi. There we have it, sorry. Looked a bit odd there.
Let me through, please, thank you.
Yep.
Alright.
But look, the gap between Jaden and Masvidal is not getting any further.
Yeah, and Hakimi is really trying neck and neck with Vincent, and he's just overtaken Vincent by a bit. And can Vincent take? No, I don't think so.
Vincent
Cut him right in front. Yep.
Vincent just cut him through because can't cut him through because he has to give him enough space. And of course, look who's behind. Azrin. Azrin is just right behind.
Azrin and Vincent. Look, they're like screaming like, let me through, please.
Are they going three wide? Are they going
three abreast?
Oh my god, they're going three abreast. There we have it.
What happened?
Oh, that was a good one, but well, Hakimi just
a brief moment, three abreast. Wow.
Yeah.
Got me some space, man.
Yeah, but I mean, look, Hakimi took he tried to be safe about it. He didn't want to push the car too hard. He braked that much earlier, and well, both Azrin and Vincent just went past them.
Yeah, so you get Azrin Putra currently right now being overtaken by Vincent Hua. He's got Hakimi close behind him. Now these three cars are like some tango right now.
Yep.
The positions right now between 6, 7, and 8. There's some drama there. We don't see what's happening in front though, but lots happening back here.
No, nothing much happening in front of him.
No, still the same.
Everybody's still the same. Yeah. Looks like well, Jaden suddenly has a 17-second lead. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, but it's about 11 to 10. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, 11 seconds. Yeah, there you go. So Azrin now chasing Vincent, and of course, there we have. Brian is pitted. Brian is pitted. So is that an indication for Jaden that he has to pit soon?
Yeah, I think it's a sign for him. But if he can open up that gap, that's far enough. That should be fine for him. But right now, I think even though 11.6 seconds is not that much of a comfort.
Yep. So well, we'll see. But of course, with Jaden out in front like that, he just need to put in consistent lap times, and then well, hopefully that might give him enough over Masvidal to take the win from this race.
Alright, if you just joined us, welcome to the MSS eSports Championship 2022. My name is Zhang and this is Brian. We're currently in 16 minutes and 27 seconds of race 2. We got Jaden in front and followed by Masvidal in second, Ethan Yo in third, and you got Harris in fourth position. Lots of changes, slight incidents here and there, but now there's a technicality in terms of whether to pit or not to pit. Because some of the cars are in soft tyres and the medium tyres as well. So here we have Hakimi giving chase to Azrin Putra now. Earlier on we saw these three cars, 6, 7, 8, Azrin Putra, Hakimi and Brian. Now Brian has dropped back a little. No, hopefully it's not a major issue with his car, but it looks like it. And there's not much he can do. Vincent Hua struggling as well, but managed to keep on his 5th position, so not too bad as well. So things can change right now. Just 15 minutes now. Would they want to pit? It depends on them. The choice is theirs for those in soft tyres. But we all know the nature of soft tyres is actually they have better grip. Who knows? Maybe the soft tyres be able to just take the whole entire 40 minutes. Nowadays, tyres are of a certain quality. So yep, short track. Maybe you'll be able to take it. And here we have Hakimi. Trying very hard to overtake Azrin Putra, but Brian's as close as well, not too far.
Yep, not too far indeed. Well, but Hakimi, I mean, of course we saw earlier, he just let both cars by, but now he's going to try and take that position back, because I mean, look at him, he's with the Red Bull t-shirt, he's really trying and get that position. I mean, points are points, right? So you want to get as much points as possible. But yeah, there you go. I'm just going to quickly go back in front. It's 12.2 seconds now.
Oh,
So he might not have to pit. I mean, it's 40 minutes left.
look, yeah,
He
he's
might not
having
have to
the
pit.
time of his life right now. Currently completing 16.9 laps. That's Jaden. Jaden did a wonderful thing by overtaking Mars Vilton, who had a bit of incident early on, and he actually came in. So this is an opportunity for him to maybe get his first win. But it's still early. It's 14 minutes and 22 seconds to go. He's racing on soft tires. Of course, now the debate between ourselves is whether he needs to pit. But then we are also well aware that this is a very short track. Most probably, maybe the soft tires will be able to take the full 40 minutes. Who knows? But then again, earlier on while he was competing, he was really pushing the car really hard when he was ding-donging with Vincent.
Yeah,
You know? Yep.
Yep. So I think maybe the soft tires here is a good choice. Looks like he's making it work. But like I said, even if he was to fall off with 13 minutes to go, that's about what? 10 odd laps? 10 laps? 10 to 15. Oh, someone went off.
Oh, what's
Someone
that?
went off. It's Azrin again.
Azrin again! Oh my goodness, what
Again
happened,
in that
Azrin?
first corner.
Ay,
So he
ay,
might have-
ay.
Okay,
And of
here's,
course,
here's my speculation.
Yup.
Right, he probably gone onto the sausage curb on the outside, and then while he tried to throttle it out, that's where it caused him to spin. Because you don't want to be on too much on the outside. You want to, and you don't want to put the throttle. You don't want to put the foot down too early, so that's gonna cause that kind of issues there.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, well, he fought hard. He now has to fight hard again.
I'm getting now worried about Vincent, who had a bit of issues. But he's still holding on in fifth position, so not that bad. Closely followed by Hakimi, and 1.4 seconds. And looking at the distance between Jaden and Mars Vilton, that's 11.5 seconds. But it's changing 13, 14, 16 seconds. What's happening?
Here's my guess. He didn't pit, but it's probably because whenever they took a corner, right, the system probably just didn't capture properly.
I
so
see,
it goes all over the place like that.
What?
Yeah, but well, he's 13.1 now, so
Okay.
it's either Jaden's tires are still going very strong,
Yep.
or Mars Vilton just not doing good enough laps to catch up to him.
Yeah, but doesn't say much for Ethan. So Ethan's car also looks quite banged up a bit, but he's holding on as much as he can. Currently in third position. So as a one, the points are very important, you know.
Yep. Yep.
So I mean, any point, the number of points he gets is very important as well.
Yep,
So
definitely.
yeah, hopefully Jaden can hold on for his first win. But then again, let's see. We know things happen. Don't jinx. Like I said,
No.
just take it as it is. May the best man win.
Yep. Well, it's what we call the commentator's curse.
Must have that like gothic kind of music. The commentators curse.
No,
In all fairness.
all right. Thank you, sir, for that sound effect. But
Dun, dun, dun.
it has happened to me before. I think when I mentioned this to you before, I've done commentary before elsewhere, and then once we talk about a certain car or them being in front and all that, something happens, and ding dong battles rings my bells. Jason, what bells?
Jason,
what bells are you
yes.
talking about, Jason?
Yeah, yes.
There we have it.
Only he can more or less refer to that.
Well.
Anyway, I don't think the guys will agree to that right now, but they're really putting their heart and soul out there right now, especially for Jaden. He knows he has the opportunity to maintain this lead. He just doesn't have to mess it up, but it's not difficult for you when you have Mars Vilton who's behind him, all right, and Ethan Yeo as well. It's interesting that these two guys in second, third position chasing for Jaden as well. So Jaden right now is holding his lead. Oh my goodness. Can he with soft tires? Looks like it.
I don't know. Let's hope we get to see him soon. We haven't seen him in a while. I miss him a little bit. There we go, Jaden.
There we go, Jaden.
There you
Hey,
go.
look, there's no car in front of me. All right, just
And there's no car behind him.
exactly.
Come on.
It's not 13 seconds behind. Right.
Yeah, but look, the car still looks very comfortable. The car still looks like it still belongs on the track. It doesn't need to go into the pits.
I'm rushing to a drive-through movie. Who knows?
Yeah,
Let's go
maybe,
to a
maybe.
drive-through, get some food or something like that.
Maybe. But yeah, looks like the car is still running really, really nice.
Yep.
Did I just see never mind. But yeah, well, we are at the 10-minute mark. So 10 minutes
right.
remaining. Well, I think Jaden got it.
Yep, I think so.
I think Jaden got it. Well, he's done a 129.6, while Mars Vilton has done let's see when he crosses the line.
But should
It's
be
a
fine.
129.7.
He had issues of punctured tires,
Oh, no.
all that stuff that happened, but we won't know. But I think he has it in the wrap.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah. Looks like, I mean, Jaden is still consistently faster than Masvutan. So it might just be, we might just see Jaden actually winning this race. We might see a third winner.
That's right. Something different, isn't it?
Yeah,
It makes
it's
it all
always
open,
nice.
exciting right now.
Yeah, it's always nice. But yeah, look, Masvutan is still doing a good job. I mean, he's kept his gap to Ethan behind, 6.4 seconds. I think he's been about there as well over the last few minutes. I didn't even realize there was 10 minutes left. But anyway. Okay. Sorry.
No,
all right. Sorry.
Of course not.
No.
We're just saying it. Yeah, go, Jaden, go.
Okay, no. I think that's not what we're not supposed to do.
Oh, no. All right. May the force be with you, Jaden. You're right. You're doing good, now, bloke. Don't mess it up now.
No pressure.
No pressure, really.
No pressure.
Ethan, Milton, what are you doing? Come on.
Yeah, but I mean,
action.
Yeah, we always won, right? But well, it looks like everybody's a bit more settled. I definitely think there's something wrong with Ethan's car. Look, he's doing a 30.6. Basically his pace has fallen off compared to both Jaden and
But look,
Ethan.
the Franklin thing, even if something wrong with his car, still being able to hold third place says a lot.
Yeah, it does. It really does say a lot.
Yep.
And he's still constantly a good gap in front of Halis. So, well, we will see. Definitely. I think, well, Ethan has enough experience to get himself across the finish line with whatever is wrong with the car.
That's right, but we have some drama here in 5th and 6th
Yes.
position between Vincent Poor and Hakimi.
Thank you. Thank you, Race
Bored
Goats.
in front of you. Anyway, here we have Hakimi. Look at it. He's vibrating. What kind of a rig he has, man? This is a moving kind of rig. Yeah, look at his steering wheel. He's wow.
Yeah,
It's like a simulator or something like that.
He might be on a motion rig.
Yeah, maybe he be. Well,
Maybe.
wow.
We can ask him if we have the chance to.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway, back to the action.
Okay,
He's now side by
Hakimi now
side.
side by side. Can he overtake him? He's squeezing up in front. Yes, Hakimi has overtaken Vincent Poor, but hey,
Nope.
don't speak too soon.
Nope.
He's holding him in the corner there. Look at that.
Yep.
Ah,
So basically, because Vincent had the inside line, or at least Hakimi didn't defend the inside line, Vincent can break that much later, hit the corner earlier, and then get the throttle out. So that's what happened there. Well, Hakimi just has to find, or maybe just gain a little bit more experience fighting while other people and then try and get himself up to the position. And yes, nice race. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed, a very nice race.
Yes.
For us, I think for the drivers too.
Nise. Yes, it's been exciting. Lots of drama on all angles and whatnot. But here we're focused with Hakimi and Vincent Poor. So what are these two guys doing? They're actually been ding-donging back and forth for the past couple of minutes. Just to show, you may not be the top 2 or top 3. Any positions, causing the points is important as well. That's the kind of professionalism our racers are exhibiting right now.
Exactly. But well, look, Jaden is still... Okay, never mind. I'm not going to talk about him anymore.
The magic number is 15.4 seconds.
Come on, man.
He's doing all this though. We're not saying anything.
We're just going to stick the facts from now on, right?
Yeah, I know. All right. Anyway, welcome back. If you just joined us, this is the MSS eSports Championship 2022. You're with Zach and Brian. We are into the last 5 minutes and 57 seconds of race 2. Things are happening in the top there. Not really much because Jaden is in the lead, followed by Wilton and Ethan Yo. We're currently looking at Hakimi and Vincent Poor, currently in 5th and 6th respectively. They've been ding-donging back and forth. I don't know. That's the only drama we're having right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than... drama is better than no drama. Never mind.
Drama or dilemma is up to you though.
But look, I think Vincent has a little bit more experience. I mean, he was fighting in the top 4.
Yep.
An unfortunate incident got him down into P6, P5. We saw him do the 360.
Yep.
Just about here, right? So we saw him doing a 360 here. But look, his car, they're doing about almost equal lap times, if not faster actually, Hakimi.
Yep.
Right? So yeah, good job Hakimi.
Good job, Hakimi.
Indeed.
Well done.
Really good job.
There. Yep.
And look, Hakimi just got to keep pushing. He's just got to keep doing faster lap times than Vincent. Vincent he's just got to capitalize on the mistakes that Vincent makes.
Exactly. So, but I think they said sometimes earlier on in the races, so some of the guys are really good They're making minimal mistakes, and it's like to a point where you get frustrated. You can't overtake this person just to get, and that's where everything goes out the window when you just make that
So
mistake.
you see, this is where the athlete mindset has to come in. You cannot get frustrated at yourself and at the things around you.
Keep the emotion in check.
Exactly. You have to keep your emotion in check and just keep pounding your laps through and finish the race. The emotion can come after the race, but not during the race. Definitely not during the race. So, you know, we talk about having the athlete mindset, being an athlete, even though you're driving in the sim, you're at home in the aircon environment, but you still have to have
sweating.
still sweating, right? But you have to have the mental capacity of an athlete. So
Yeah.
that's where it is important for everybody here.
That's right. We're into the 4th minute, and of course we can see the gap. Look at that, 16.4 seconds.
Well,
Jaden has this. I have this. You have this.
No, he looks very relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't look tense. His shoulder is not tense. He looks very relaxed. Look, his hand is just there.
Like-
He's doing whatever he needs to do.
Driving Miss Daisy, right?
Right? Yeah. So it's like he's like cruising. That's what we call it. You know, he's just cruising around the track. Of course, but look, whatever he needs to do now is just keep himself focused, finish the race.
That's right.
Right. So now we're back with this battle between Vincent and Hakimi.
Yes.
Right. They have done very equal lap times so far.
Oh, look at that,
Bouncing.
bouncing off.
Boing,
Just
boing,
like
boing.
boing, boing, boing.
Yep, so look, Hakimi got a better exit there because Vincent went wide. I saw the brake lights coming out a little bit, but look,
Oh,
Hakimi
look at
just
that.
have to keep
Hakimi is
pushing
trying to
down
try.
the inside. Brake a
Can
little
he
bit
push
later.
it? No, but there's
Yep,
an
he can,
inside
he
bit.
can,
Oh,
he can.
there's a bit of edge there.
Yep, he can. So Vincent basically now still has
Like edge
better
in
exit.
front.
Yep, so just keep that position, Hakimi. Keep that position and try the inside line. So brake later. Oh no.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. So try and brake later. Get the inside line again. Is it gonna work?
Whoa,
Yeah, looks like it's
that
gonna
was
work.
close. Oh,
no.
Hakimi.
Oh man.
Oh man, he's going to get it. All right.
That was
That was close.
really unfortunate.
Yeah. Was there a slight nudge there? Then I couldn't see
I
it.
didn't really see it.
Or did he like
So down the
brake
inside.
too hard, then he
No,
can't spun. Yeah.
He trotted a bit too early.
Yeah.
So he spun on his own. There was enough room for Vincent, so fair racing. But yeah, good job from Hakimi from this race. I mean, he's been putting pressure on Vincent over the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Really good. So now just to recover, finish the race, and come back to fight.
That's right. We're just passing the 2 minute and 8 second mark for race 2. Oh, someone went lawn mowing. Who's that?
Yep.
Hakimi.
So my guess here is because his tires are a little bit too hot.
Uh-huh.
So whatever he does, the car will just probably screw around a little bit more. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Oh, it happens.
Racing,
It happens.
right?
Yep.
It's racing.
Alright. Okay. Let's see. We have here is still the race. Hakimi is going and go! Fair racing, fair
Yep.
weather. All right.
Yep, let's go. So basically, for what Hakimi just needs to do now, yep, go Hakimi. Yep.
Yeah.
So what he needs to do now is just keep focused, finish the race. I don't think he can overtake anybody else really, unless someone in front makes a mistake. But all he needs to do now is just finish the race. Needs to find everything.
That's right. Now it looks like the top 3. There won't be any change.
No.
Hey,
Still a minute 14.
Yes, I forgot.
Let's not go
It's
there.
still a minute. Yeah,
No,
anything
no.
happens, stop over to buy a drink or something like that.
Yeah.
If you just join us, this is the MSS eSports Championship 2022. This is race number 2. We're down to the last 1 minute.
This is the final lap.
Yep, this is the final lap right now with Jaden currently in the lead, followed by Mars Wilton and Ethan Yeo. Whether he'll be able to maintain his lead, I think it's quite clear. All right,
For now.
fingers crossed. I won't say anything now. I'm lump.
No, we'll just follow him around. We just talk about it. We just see the gap in between increase and decrease. We don't say much.
Yep.
Don't say much.
Yes, it's a very nice day. Fair
But,
racing.
okay, I'm just gonna say this. The soft tires work.
Yes,
Right, the soft tire work.
something he knew we didn't.
Yeah. So
Maybe he's practiced when you realize that.
exactly.
Yeah, he practiced.
So I think something that he could have done.
Oh, Vincent Poir! What's this? Austin Putra has overtaken Vincent Poir?
Yeah.
Hey, where did it come from?
Right. So, well, I mean, final moves, but here's the leader.
Yep.
Let's give him all the attention he deserves.
Yep.
Well, final 3 corners. There we go. Clean, nice.
He can smell.
Well, this is also good to show that he's done his homework. He knows that the soft tires will work. He stuck with it. He's he's going to finish the race with it. Right down to the last two corners.
That's right.
It's Jaden, our third winner of the MSS eSports Championship 2022. There we go. Really, really good job from Jaden. The tire strategy worked. He took the lead.
Look at that.
Right, he took the lead so much earlier on, and now he has constantly increased that gap to Masvutan, to Ethan, and he has taken that win. Good job, man, Jaden. Really, really good.
That's real good job, man. Excellent job, guys. Look at Mars Wilton. He looks tired.
Well, but I mean, someone's doing donuts. But anyway, I think it's a good recovery drive from Mars Wilton. I mean, we saw him drop off in race 1, but P2 for him in race 2, I think that's not too bad. He's not going to drop off too far away from Ethan.
That's right, Ethan Yo as well. No, with his damage on his car, well, he managed to hold on to third position. That's good. So the points still come in handy. So these guys are still in the lead if we do our math right now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Azrin Putra, currently in 5th position, and not far behind is Vincent Hua.
Yep, so Azrin also a good race from him. I think he spun a couple of times, but P5. Right? P5 is a really, really good race result for him. There you go. And then of course we have Vincent. Oh, Hakimi is right behind.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close.
Oh, we went up there and hit the side.
Yep. So good race from both Vincent and Hakimi, from everybody actually.
Yep.
Yep. This is Dexter coming in.
Dexter Gismondo Jr., your wife loves you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll put that in for you anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that's the truth anyway.
She would say, "Come on, honey."
Yep. So.
Yes, all right.
Oh man, I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Zach.
Oh yes, thanks. Congratulations, Jaden.
Yep, congratulations, Jaden.
Hey, but honey, how honey?
I'm sure you will.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Okay, man. Now, how do you feel these two races right now? Which one was your favorite race?
Race 2 actually. We got to see Jaden. We got to see how he finally managed to use his tires, his pace on this track. I mean, we saw a little hint of it in race 1 when he was catching up to Ethan, but you know, he was just not close enough. But in race 2, the gap was what, 16 seconds?
16.4 seconds.
Right, that was the kind of lead that Ethan had in race 1 from round 1. So it's a really, really good race from Jaden. And of course, a good recovery drive from Masvutan, and Ethan, with all the damages that he had on his car, P3. So I think it's a very...
I really have a soft spot for Vincent because he was like really at the front there, and things just didn't go right for him, and there was it.
Well, had Ethan and Masvutan kept fighting and Vincent didn't spin out, probably we'll see Vincent in P2. Probably. I mean, it's all guesses, right? But
yeah,
the unfortunate incident actually happened, so...
Well, don't worry, there's always round 3. So in this round, who stood up for you?
This round, definitely Jaden, like I said. Good race from him, clean race, and he pushed himself to the limit for race 2. Got past everybody else with their soft tires. Alternate strategy from everybody else as well, so that's really good. And he probably tested the tires before this race, so he knew the soft tires was going to last the 40 minutes. It's going to work for him, and that's what he did. Really, really
okay. All right. Well, we've come to the end of round 2 of the MSS eSports Championship 2022. What a race it was. Congratulations to our winners, and we hope that our drivers and you, our viewers, enjoyed every moment we did. We certainly did.
We definitely did.
But do remember to join us for our final round on the 14th of August. Please mark that date down on your calendar. We will be heading to Fuji International Speedway. The registration period for round 3 opens between the 1st of August till the 8th of August. So before we sign off, we would like to thank once again all our sponsors for whom making this show would not be possible. Got AES Sports, KNN, Delta Timers, S5 Technology, Sim Magic, Bell Ray, and Rockform. And not forgetting MSS Motorsport Singapore for sanctioning and organizing this series. Well, we've come to the end of the show, and we would like to thank Brian
thank you.
for joining us. It's been a pleasure co-hosting alongside with you. Well, in the meantime, from all of our participants, keep practicing, and for our followers, thank you for your support. And here's all of us in the studio wishing everyone stay safe, healthy, and we'll see you soon on the racetrack. Bye for now.